Stream started.
Wait,
Alright,
what Tales from Borderlands?
welcome to PATHCO. Here we are again. Hey, welcome.
The stream has only just
Evening.
started and I'm already thinking
Stream's
about
over.
ending it. God.
Good. What if we just had this week's episode just be that, and then we cut out?
I think
And then we all
if
went up.
if we had
We're
a
really
fan base, then
honest,
we would be
okay.
cancelled if we did that.
Maybe. Yeah, it's PATHCO once again. It's
That
me.
was so
I'm here.
brutal, but
Heggers
true.
is there. Egg, Mon,
Yep.
Matt's also here.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it. The
Yeah.
gang's all here. Our
Gang's all
giant
here.
encroaching void sphere, that's here.
hmm
Ever present.
Unfortunately,
Love it.
isn't it always?
Yeah, mood. Woof. Yeah, last week, y'all were trying to track down some sort of skeevy priest man who'd dumped a big old sphere of annihilation in the middle of someone's lounge.
Well, some people were doing that. Other people were successfully
Mm,
adding
Grave
additional
robbing.
people to our cause.
indeed.
Grave robbing. Robbing from graves.
People, quotation marks.
Yes. Yeah, a pretty productive session. Y'all found a mole within the Tide Knight organization, and then he flung himself into the endless void. Woof.
Easiest fight we've ever had.
Yep.
Easiest fight you've ever had.
I think we wound up on Sigmund and Apollyon finding Toast the Knowing, waiting on Gilhelm, just outside of the graveyard of Forsaken Souls.
The recruitment consultancy.
The,
The
the
recruitment.
Human Resources Department, quite literally.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, what's the shot we get of Sigmund and Apollyon? Are you en route over there? Are you making any stops?
Well, we have to. Well, you see, Apollyon, we have to. If we're going to go there, they requested some help. We have to go back through the people's. Which one? The bad one. I get them very confused.
Well, they're entirely distinct states, Sigmund. I have no idea what your problem is.
Okay.
One
So
of them's got Aunt Tilda in, and the other one doesn't. That's all you
Yeah.
need to know
So
about which
we
one's better.
also needed to somehow, is it possible on the way we go there? How long do you think it'll take to convince them to stop? It's our purpose with I'm going to bring up the Scumport map now.
yeah, I've got it
That's
here.
probably a good idea. You could take a shortcut through the ass.
I hate you.
So we could go through the ass, or we could go through the Republic of Free Scumport.
Oh
Where
man,
was-
those guys are fascists.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know which one to pick there. Honestly.
But our job in the Republic, our kind of side quest is to get the gladiators on board by getting the Republic of Free Scumport to basically fuck off. Is that the point?
That
Or
is
stop-
true. Should we
stop
just
hassling the gladiators' quarter?
go and cause havoc in the Republic of Free Scumport?
That'll get people to like you.
I
Well,
mean,
you've got more
I'm
pressing
Apollyon.
guys.
Nobody likes me already. So basically, I've got free game here.
I'm super down for that, honestly. But is that how long is it going to take? Because Dave has asked for our help.
This
Like,
is
if it was a
true.
quick in and out job, like if we had like a targeted person we could go after, and like we've got skeletons, we could come at night and like Ebenezer Scrooge up his house or something with these skeletons.
Yeah.
Like, here's why you don't be a fascist.
This is true. Well, I mean, I don't have a specific person that we could go after, but I do have a spell that sets fire in a 60 feet radius.
Oh, this is tempting.
Just burn down the part of the city you don't like, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tried and tested
Well-
method by history.
Well, let's go and help. Let's go and get the. I think if we're doing that, we want to cause as much mayhem as possible. We probably need to get everyone else involved as well. Like Glanvar can be there, like sniping off the firefighters or whatever.
I don't know.
What's Dave gonna do, Sigmund? Sigmund?
I don't know about hunting firefighters, Sigmund. I feel like that's not. Like, I'm bad,
Well,
but I'm not that
idea.
bad.
Game of all.
I'm very easily influenced.
The deadliest game of all.
Let's
Volunteer firefighters.
God.
let's
I mean,
Let's
in
go and-
Scumport, probably.
Yeah, their
Okay, you're
human
right, that
spirit
was a-
strengthens them.
That was a bad idea. Let's go and meet up and just see if we can come together and figure out a
Yeah.
plan for dealing with the Republic of Free Scumport. That seems sensible enough.
Sounds good.
All right.
Actually,
Alright,
what I
so-
was thinking,
Mm.
maybe if we... no. I hate how I have to be very careful how I word my statements because you've called
About what,
because you've called an area of this city the ass. Absolutely despicable.
Technically, it was Polly that did that.
Yeah.
Yes, well, anyway, absolutely deplorable. What we could
Should be
do
a family-friendly show.
is
Well.
have you
Light
have
question, Pathfinder? Guys?
have you seen how much blood there is on the first module Doodles? This has never been a family-friendly show.
I think also we pretty much started off swearing and we've never stopped.
Pretty sure we did.
I mean, if we go for the ass, we could get some extra XP, and we could get some extra XP killing some low level.
Yeah, well,
monsters.
mainly
could
what I
grind through the ass and then.
Yeah.
Sigmund, I need you to stop right now. Okay, I mean, I know it's
I have a list.
no, give me the list, Sigmund.
He sadly gives Apulian the list.
I cast Spark. Okay, well, mainly what I'm interested in is if this wizard guy has maybe any onyx lying around, then I could raise more skeletons, and maybe then we can set them loose in the Republic of Free Scumport. That ought to shake them up a little bit.
Oh yeah, shit! We probably should have done that on the way to the recruitment fair.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
that's-
that's sort of what I was... Yeah, no, I need to stop my sentence in the middle again. Okay. Anyway, what do you think we should do? Should we just go around the wizard's place?
We should
That's-
go around the wizard. Like we've got a little bit of time. We can have like one conversation. That's going to be fine.
Sure,
Then we can just-
sounds good. There's a lot you can
we
do
can
in
go
one
have, like, some kind of,
conversation.
like- yeah.
Alright. Very well. To the
What do
ass
you
it
do?
is.
Let's pass through the ass.
Yeah.
Apollyon smacks
we
Sigmund
have
on the
fun.
back of the head as they walk towards it.
So, yeah, you approach this particular square area of the city. You approach from the sort of north gate, I suppose, as you're approaching from the gladiators' quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And as before, there's this kind of PS1 graphics style sort of square force field around the entire sector of the city.
Alright. I am pretty sure we can walk right through that because it's been sort of established that it is not an actual force field, or that it is sort of more of an illusion thing.
You can certainly try.
Let's Sigmund just leaves this and we'll just go straight through.
Okay. Apollyon will watch.
Okay.
Sigmund walks through, and as he does, a small projection of a sort of heavily garbed, shorter, sort of Dave size, 1 to sort of 1.1 Daves, wizardly looking fella appears, and
This guy
the
again.
mouth is open, and lounge music is playing faintly.
What the... Ugh. And Napoleon's gonna walk in as well. Wizards, am I right?
After maybe a minute or so, the hologram flickers and hops over to however far you had gotten into this particular sector of the city. And Dominic, who has now sort of started moving, says, "Ah, you again. Hello.
Hey,
What's up, Dominic?
It's going pretty good. Still trying to fix my force field, which you broke. That was cool."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Doesn't he
sure.
got all the skeletons now?
Yeah, I'm definitely
ambivalent,
bringing the
he's a
3
wizard.
skeletons. Oh yeah, that's true. He probably doesn't think anything of it.
Nope, he does not bat an eyelid. Not that you can see his eyelids.
well,
Okay.
we've come to you with a potential money-making opportunity for your good self.
I
Perhaps
do
we'll-
like money.
Yeah.
Do you have? Well, I'll let you do the talking, Apollyon.
Well, mainly I'm interested, where do you actually live? in this place?
Oh, I live in my shop, of course.
And where's that?
Please follow me. And he starts to cast like a small path of glitter dust, to like almost like golden yellow brick road, the sort of typical horrible off-brown scumport cobbles. As the spell takes like a little bit of time to cast every time, he's doing it in like 15-foot intervals, and it takes
Jeez.
far longer than him just sort of
Jesus
pointing.
fucking Christ. Alright.
Sigmund is impressed.
Apollyon is not.
After maybe 5 minutes or so of this, you arrive in a small square that you recognize as being where the Scrying Glass Magic Emporium was formerly situated.
I know
There is
these
a
guys. They used to sponsor my armor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You note that the sign has almost completely fell apart now, aside from 6 letters, and the entire interior of the shop appears to be fire damaged. As you enter, there is a physical Dominic sat behind the sort of fire-damaged counter, which still has like an old 1920s style register on it. And he says, "Welcome to my magical emporium
Right.
of arcane delights."
Yeah, Dominic, I'm gonna need you to tell me where you keep your onyx gems.
Ah, well, of course, And he sort of pauses and looks around the space for a moment. There's a couple of barrels in one corner, so he sort of wanders over to one of them, realizes it's slightly taller than he is, and motions to Sigmund.
Oh, I.
Help a guy out.
Oh, sure. I turned the barrel upside down.
I think probably pearls just scatter across the floor.
I don't know
And
why you want me
they,
to do that.
It wasn't the intention, but it's fine.
Definitely gonna pocket some of these pearls.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Alright.
Last me, baby.
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah, baby. So you pocket, I think, 3 pearls. They appear to have some kind of churning fog within them.
Aha! Very nice. Can I roll a Knowledge Arcana or a Spellcraft to see if these might be pearls of power?
Sure.
What's that going to be? Knowledge Arcana, probably. Here it goes. Come on. 15. It's decent.
From a 15, you can tell that they are not the spell. Well, they're not Pearl of Power. They are instead single-use magical items of the spell Vanish.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So you crush the pearl, and it will then cast Vanish upon the user for up to 5 rounds.
I see. And
which
Vanish
functions like invisibility.
It functions like invisibility, alright. Okay, I'm gonna add that. 3 pearls of Vanish. And it was how many rounds?
5.
5 rounds.
So 5 rounds each, I suppose.
Okay.
And it's like a
Superb.
single-use magical item. Like
Alright.
a stealth grenade.
Cool beans. Okay.
Or maybe like stealth caffeine pills, now I think about it. Like
God.
it's not really got the splash thing of a grenade.
I see.
I
Okay.
think after another barrel that Sigmund upends, he finally sort of looks around and onto a fire-damaged shelf. There is a small box, which he opens up, and it contains some obsidian, some onyx shards even.
Right.
And he says, sorry, stop tipping over barrels, please. No, not that one.
Yep, I stop.
Okay. Pours like barrel at like a 45-degree angle in your arms.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got like a little jewelry box, which has like a couple of chunks of onyx in it.
Alright. Can I roll, I suppose that would be appraise to see what the value is of this quantity of onyx?
Yes, go ahead.
This is 13, it's alright.
You think that there's probably about 100 GP worth of onyx in there?
Oh,
It's kind
very
of in
nice.
like chunks, so it's a little unrefined, but it's probably suitable for your purposes.
Oh, very good. Sure, yeah. Okay, cool beans, Dominic. I am going to let me actually
I mean, I have
check
some of those as well if you'd like them.
No, I'm good. I'm good in
You
terms
sure?
of beans.
Cooler drink?
Thanks. Yeah. Actually, sure. Can you go? Can you get us a cold one, Dominic?
Roll. I'm assuming that this is some sort of deception.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm insightful like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Deception. That would be bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. 33 crit.
Nice!
Sure, I
Don't
see.
mind you stealing from this guy because I don't like him.
Yeah, he's
I
a
think
he's a prick.
he punches you on the shoulder, but of course he is far shorter than you, so he punches you in the back of the thigh, and then says, "Oh, you old dog. Okay, just for you." And he leaves the room.
Okay, I put the onyx box in my pocket. I say Sigmund. All right, Sigmund. Actually, how many of those pearls are still on the ground?
Probably like 12, but they're kind of scattered around the place like marbles.
All right, I use Mage Hand to collect them.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Very well.
Because I think this is like a time thing, you know?
Yeah.
Don't get a one, buddy.
I mean, he's an archmage,
26.
you know? Okay. You now have 15 pearls of vanish.
All right. I am going to roll a quick perception to see if I see anything else of value here. That's another 26.
For a 26, you see that there is, in the other corner of the room, a hat stand, which appears to contain... I've got an ass.txt file here.
Nice.
Appears to contain a spear, which appears to have kind of like a particularly thorny haft. Some kind of like a short sword that has almost unnecessarily complicated looking bronze gears interlocking on it.
Right.
And
Okay.
also, let me see here.
Hey, Apollyon, do you want
Also, a quiver of 3 javelins that appear to have kind of dry ice style fog hanging around them.
All right. Apollyon is going to say to Sigmund, Sigmund, the spear's mine. Take anything else you want, then we're out of here.
Are we trying to keep this guy on side, or are we just robbing him because he's probably gonna be pretty pissed?
What's he gonna do? I mean, have you seen that barrier?
Well,
The guy's
maybe we need to
worthless.
get advice from him later. Like, if we're trying to unite, like, okay, I don't mind robbing him of things that he doesn't know that we've robbed him for, but like, we should probably let's make a big show. Like, leave a tip for the onyx gems, right? And he'll think he's our. He'll think we're his friends. We might have to con him into like attacking some people for us or something.
I mean, still,
We'll
like,
still be up because we've got all these pearls. Like, I think we just
Yeah,
don't
like-
over egg the basket.
yeah, like.
Do you
to be-
guys want some macaroons?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd love
I'll-
that
I'll-
actually.
I like the ones that are right in the back. I think they have the best flavor.
Oh, I can see you're a connoisseur
All
of
right.
macaroons.
Like, we should definitely rob this guy, but
Yeah.
like we should do it on the down low. Let's not make it obvious because if he trusts us, we can rob him again later more easily.
Ah, that's true. Huh. Interesting insight.
Why kill the cow when you can milk the ass for free?
Fuck.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
He remembered that one from his list.
Oh yeah. God. Okay.
Like,
I hate you, Matt, for coming up with that.
Apollyon hates Matt specifically, not
Yeah,
Sigmund.
Apollyon stares
No,
through the
it's fair.
fourth wall.
uh,
Okay. I'm quickly checking whether I have any. Ooh, I might actually have an idea. Okay.
It occurs to me that when I said hat stand, I was actually thinking of an umbrella stand, by the way.
Right. I was wondering how that would look.
Vital
Yeah. like leaning against it, I guess. But yeah, I definitely meant an umbrella stand. It's one of those ones that's pretty clearly an elephant's foot as well,
Yeah.
Oh.
except
Ugh.
fire damaged.
God. Fried elephant's foot.
Yeah, there's a faint smell of burnt elephants.
Yeah. Wow.
In the
God.
Smells like home.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, Sigmund. I really want that spear.
Can you use a spear?
I mean, yeah. It's a simple weapon, I'm pretty sure. Spear.
Yeah, I think it is.
Sure.
This idea in my mind that the tip that Polly would leave would be get a better force field.
Get a better force.
Yeah.
Higher security.
Mm.
How have you survived this long in Scumport?
Yeah,
Sincerely, Apollyon Buckhart.
Yeah, honestly,
And an
I'm kind of
8x10.
wondering that as well. Oh, yeah, it's a two-handed simple weapon, spear.
If
Well, okay,
you're
well, I've
busy,
made my pitch, Napoleon.
if you're busy
Yeah.
grappling with this intense moral decision, we can always swap over to the other side of the party.
Okay, Sigmund, I have a plan, and I'm going to explain the plan, and maybe then we can switch, if that's cool by you, Sigmund.
That's cool with me.
Okay, here's what we do. We trick him into thinking the spear is cursed. I have Barry act as if he's possessing the spear. We convince him that it's cursed, and then we offer to take it off his hands for a cutthroat price.
Oh, see, this I like. Because then he'll be even further disposed towards us.
Exactly.
I like I like it.
All right.
Mercenary thinking.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah, I think we can at that point probably go to the other side for a bit.
Okay, so we do the Transformers style thing of it being Apollyon's face, and then it turns round, and then it's Dave's face. It's pretty clear that you all haven't watched the 1985 Transformers
No,
cartoon.
I haven't,
never
mate.
watched
I
any
haven't.
Transformers content in my life.
It's good.
Seen
I
it.
mean, I like it. I don't know if it's good. Anyway, so back to you guys. So the mole within the Tide Knight organization has pretty recently thrown themselves bodily through a death void sphere. And yourselves are now in the southern observation point, along with Captain Fossil, of course, and not Johansson, Carter.
Well, that was a total waste of time.
I mean, I suppose we got rid of the mole within the organization, but it don't
Really?
explain where the...
Yeah, we need them to tell us what the guy that cast the spell is so we can uncast it.
Yeah, I'm kind of a fan of this fort and would rather not have a sort of giant, horrible hole in it.
I quite like my body without any giant horrible holes in, so I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, it don't hurt, does it? Well, I like to think I'd be sort of predisposed enough to, order a retreat before, the sphere enveloped
turning
all
into
of
a
us,
hole.
but... Yeah. Is there anyone else anywhere else in the fort that you need to check?
Probably, but it was like 2 weeks ago and I can't remember.
Fair.
Where we checked the barracks, we checked the office, we checked the north and south observation points, which leaves own, and the brig is full of hole. So I guess it's just the armory we've not searched.
The brig is not full of hold.
No, the dining hall. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Sorry. We actually look in the brig. Is he still there? They didn't want to check.
Haha, I didn't leave at all. Fuck you.
It would be the last
Man.
place you'd think to look, wouldn't it?
Now that I think about it, yes. So yeah, the armory, the brig, and the courtyard, you all have not checked. What do you do?
And have the Tide Knight searched any of these places yet, or are they still kind of like dealing?
Yeah, they pretty much, as you showed up, they were establishing a perimeter and stuff, so they were kind of initial
Oh, right,
stages.
yeah.
I would say, given that the rate this.
I was going to say, who the hell's talking? Well, who was that?
Maybe we want to be checking the brig first.
Oh right.
Fantasy
yeah, 'cause
Haggis was there for a second.
That's gonna be swallowed up first. Okay, that makes sense. Good idea, Glanville, says Dave.
Okay, so moving
Brig.
into the armory and the brig, as they're kind of a conjoined room.
Carefully,
Um,
as carefully as possible.
Yeah, like edging around.
So the armory itself is it's like rows on rows of Tide Knight's equipment. So harpoons, like repels, armor, some diving gear even. Although there's like 2 sets in that. And it's extremely sort of dense
is anyone
shells. Here.
hiding in the diving suits?
Oh, that's a good one, man. If this was a Scooby-Doo episode, you would have gotten them then.
God, yeah.
So it seems like there's an inventory kind of tome in one corner. It
Didn't
seems like
actually
it's
answer my question.
very well managed. Ah, yeah, he's in there. Ah, beans. No, he's not. And there is a jail door, sturdy metal bars, with no sign of forced exit. Between here and the brick, I should say.
Mm. Well, if he had a mole, he wouldn't need to have forced.
Exactamundo. So, what are you all doing in here?
Detect magic. Or whim.
Okay. So detect magic. You don't note any active magical effects beyond
Other than that whole.
yes, beyond that whole thing, and I think there's probably like
Yeah.
some wands of cure light wounds, sort of in a I was gonna say like a quarrel, but you know what I mean, like some sort of holster thing against one wall.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few of those. And I think probably just for flavor text wise, you probably see like some lingering magical effects from like a knock spell or something. On the door to the brig.
I don't actually know what knock does.
It opens a door.
Opens door.
Oh, okay.
The clue's in because knocking opens a door, if you think about it.
Well, no, knocking just makes a noise.
Oh my god.
This is true.
I'm definitely thinking of knock, aren't I? I'm not like... Anyway.
Probably.
So yeah. Beyond that, you have rows on rows of Tide Knight equipment. You have a check-in, check-out journal. And you have the brig itself.
I guess it's probably an obvious question, like, that would have been answered. Like, are there any, trapdoors, loose floorboards?
It's certainly something that you can check for.
We'll ask, but then I assume getting the what the hell are you talking about? I would have told you that.
Oh,
From
I
Captain
see.
Fossil.
If you just want to ask Fossil, then yeah, I think she's still with you.
Yeah, I'll ask, but I'm not expecting an answer like, oh yeah, of course, the escape tunnel in the brig. Of course, I should have thought of that. I'm not assuming that's.
Ah, yeah, of course, the escape tunnel within the brig. Of course, why didn't I think of that? She sort of scowls at you slightly.
Could have just said no.
I did.
You were mean about it. Dave is gonna have a look around, I guess.
Okay,
They're
what
not.
are you looking around for?
Yeah, I was just sort of like I don't know why I didn't think of it last week.
Mhm.
Well, if that was even when we played, God, who knows? Time is an illusion right now.
Mood. Preach, brother.
Yeah, it's just sort of if there would be any loose floorboards in which someone could have like levered up and then
Roll
gone
up.
through.
I'd say a perception check, I think.
This
Yeah,
sounds
that
like
seems-
Glamvar's.
Yeah,
This sounds like Glanvar.
it sounds like Glanvar. Come on, Glanvar. Hey, Glanvar. That's a crit. Nice. Glanvar sees
Yeah.
everything. Sees through the veil of time and space.
He sees back through time itself to see exactly how the guy escaped.
We go into Sherlock vision, and it's like, Glanvar is, of course, in his monastery mind palace, and there's like other Glanvars working on like filing cabinets and stuff in there. I think what you note, and I think that's what we get the camera angle sort of focused in on, is this is like an immaculate armory. Someone pretty clearly keeps pretty good sort of track of all the gear in here. And I think what you notice is that there is a missing sort of rappel hook on one of the what do you call it? I don't want to say hook, but you know what I mean, like equipment racks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I think from checking out over the sort of inventory keeping tabs of journal in the corner, you note that it hasn't been signed out by anyone. There's essentially like a check-in, check-out book there for Tide Knight equipment. And you see that there's like a quartermaster's signature at the bottom of every page, like he's pretty clearly, gone over the entire thing at the end of the day, because he's that kind of person. And you notice that there is a missing rappel hook.
relays this back to the present, to everyone present.
Fantastic. So he's robbed us and he's escaped.
And I guess he must have rappelled out of a window? But you said the perimeter. Does that mean that he's outside?
We put the
but
perimeter in
not
place
beyond the-
almost immediately. He kind of left the cliff.
Does that mean that he could be outside but still within the perimeter?
It's possible.
Can I look out the window?
Roll a
Okay.
perception check.
Could he be on the roof? Could he be on the roof?
Oh, thank God. I was wondering who was
Oh,
talking
yeah,
for a
you
second
can-
there.
You can repel upwards as well as downwards.
You can.
Look,
Think in
you
3
repel
dimensions,
downwards.
Dave.
Yeah. Am I doing perception?
Yeah, you can do. It's possible. I mean, the
Dave walks
you
into
see
the
like
wall.
a stern Tide Knight looking woman who's like standing on the other side of the window, and she just kind of raises an eyebrow at you.
Hi.
She's like a Goliath woman, and she just like tilts her head slightly. A Goliath's a Pathfinder. Anyway,
no.
They're
but
not, but there are some things that are basically
We make
that.
the rules.
Yeah.
Nice. Love Goliaths. It's entirely possible. I mean, he may have gone up, I suppose. The roof's sort of oddly shaped enough that it's possible we couldn't see him from the ground. I think we'd have seen him if he'd climbed up the outside of the building, though.
Or if he climbed up the inside of the courtyard.
That's a fair shot, and she's going to start running towards the courtyard.
Granvar legs it out the courtyard as well, and as soon as he gets out, he just starts climbing.
He just picks a wall and starts climbing.
Spider dwarf, spider dwarf.
He does do that. Okay, so we'll switch to the outdoor map, which is slightly larger.
Oh, there's an outdoor map.
There's an outdoor map, and it's slightly larger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
He's
I do
halfway
prep
up. Do you make me
sometimes.
want a rope up there? No, it'll slow me down.
It's the inner monologue of Brother Glanvar. Give me a moment. Oop. This is exactly why I said give me a moment, because I immediately almost deleted the map itself. Would have been a good start. Un momento.
Por favor.
Por favor, s'il vous plaît.
Poor favour.
Merci beaucoup.
Sounds like my sister crying in the background.
Why? We were speaking perfectly good Dutch.
I can't argue.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Mine's Dutch.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry if the sphere doesn't quite line up. I think it might do. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I can even see
It's
it. Oh, no, there
grown
it is.
since then.
Has it grown slightly? Beans.
I think it's moved slightly to the right, but doesn't matter. It's fine.
Hang on. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do,
Da,
do,
da, da,
do,
da.
do. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that looks more about right.
Close enough.
Okay. Yeah. It is now pouring with rain. There's kind
Oh,
of
good.
Oh, dearie.
slick black kind of tiles up on the roof itself, which is kind of it's battlements, and it's kind of like tiled roofs, and there are these thick grey clouds overhead which were not in place when you approached the fort earlier. If you want to climb, then you'll need to roll a climb thing, Glambar.
There's no macro for that yet, which means it's not going to be as funny as it usually is.
We need one that's climb, Glanvar, climb.
I will work on it.
I'll look into it.
Jack, could you,
Yeah.
for a moment, describe to me again what my three
Monster.
skeletons look like for just a second?
Ah, God damn it.
Because I thought I'd written this down somewhere, but
Didn't
it
we
doesn't
write this in the chat?
Possibly. Let me scroll up and check.
Or maybe
One
in
of them
the
was a Nagaji.
PATHCO chat? One of them was a
Remember.
Nagaji.
Yeah.
One had like
wasn't.
a spear and a big shield.
Yeah.
There was like
And the other one
there was a
cool
pirate
wielding
looking one.
scimitar.
Mm.
Oh, this is actually the scimitars.
Okay, let's see.
It was.
Ah, yes, it's here. It's in the chat. I've got it. Thanks. Carry
Called
on.
it. Noise.
Yes.
So yeah, Glanvar with the 32, you're able to. Which wall are you scaling?
One, because that was the one I was actually next to. I was there on the other map, so
Fair enough. Clambering up this wall onto the roof itself, it's kind of a like an A-frame roof. You know what I mean? In between two sort of battlements style square buildings. So you're able to clamber up onto here, and I need you to roll me a perception check. Dave, what are you doing in the meantime? Glanvar explicitly said that he did not bring a rope.
So he can't throw one down to me then.
He may own a rope. He may also be busy.
it may not be using a rope. It's already.
Oh fuck, you throw a rope down. I'm not very good at climbing.
Okay.
And by that I mean I'm really bad at climbing. Look at my noodly arms, Glambar.
Okay, so we'll say it's Glanvar climbs, Dave climbs, perception check, just for the
Sorry, do I need to make a
narrative.
climb check as well, or?
Yes, but it will be a lower Donkey Kong because you are
Good.
climbing.
I need it. No.
Oh, there you go. So you're fine.
I look great.
So you're able to clamber up onto the roof itself, and then Glanvar, something catches sort of the corner of your eye, and you note that slightly concealed behind the sphere is a large dark mass of a figure. So probably 8 or 9 feet tall.
That's 3 days at least.
That is a lot of
Extremely
days.
sort of broad, like kind of a square-looking figure.
Has it noticed me?
I think they seem to be sort of. They've got their hands sort of behind their back, and they're watching the sphere. They're stood kind of like just in front of it. Yeah, there is this kind of slick piling rain all around you. What do you do? He doesn't appear to have noticed you yet.
Glanvar is going to creep closer. Going to stealth.
Okay, roll a stealth
Stealthy.
check.
Stealth there, I think.
Roll a stealth check while I work out this thing's perception check. Sorry, you were saying, Glanvar.
I was just rolling it. I was just trying to get the thing up.
Oh, a 23.
So you start
rolled
to.
low.
Hang on, that's actually a good point. You did roll low. What's going on? Ah, that's disappointing. That would have been even better. Where are you moving to?
He was moving to. Actually, no, not there. There. I
Okay,
don't want to be
so-
that close. The edge of the edge of a roof onto the top of a dropping into a sphere of annihilation.
So,
Supposed to be.
as you sort of start to, you're like doing the crouch kind of monk approach, and as you do, you don't notice like an eye catch on you or whatever, because the face itself seems almost totally featureless, totally in shadow. Pretty much all you can see is teeth. I'm thinking almost, have you seen the movie Attack the Block?
I have.
No, I haven't.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
I'd like to. It's got John Boyega in it.
It does have John Boyega in it, and the aesthetic is really good. One moment. I've got chili tonight. It looks really good.
Oh,
Love me some chili.
lucky you.
You're like chili tonight, like chili tonight, like chili tonight.
Pretty much. So the monsters in Attack the Block are these totally formless black shapes, which have pretty much the only thing you can see about them are these glowing white teeth. And I think it's kind of a similar vibe here, except he is in like a large kind of cloak-style raincoat-looking thing, one of those Victorian-style ones which have like the overlapping layers. And I think basically the first you see of it is him sort of turning his head slightly to look at you.
Ooh.
Morning.
Who are you? Why are you here?
You're small for a Tide Knight. Are they diversifying?
I'm no Tide Knight.
You don't look the sort. They're normally burlier. Name's Barratry. You?
Call me Glanvar. Why are you on this roof?
I'm at work. Why are you?
Looking for suspicious people on roofs.
Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he turns on the spot to face you. And he's like, yeah, I think then you kind of see the stature of this guy, as he is kind of 9 feet tall and 9 feet wide, if you know what I mean.
God.
He's like Hagrid physique. He is big.
Wow.
Yeah, aesthetic. I think, yeah. Dave, what are you doing in the background while this is occurring? Just as a note, as you can probably see Glanvar and probably the guy he's facing.
Can I like hide behind a chimney stack or something?
Yeah, I think on the actual sort of square building of the front of the the north observation point, there is there's a little potbelly stove in there or something. So there's a little chimney stack that you can hide behind. Roll a stealth check.
Like I am a little person. Stealth team, doing stuff.
Stealth team.
I hit
Stealth
burn,
boys.
but nothing's happening.
Sounds good.
Ding.
Stealth
Come on, roll
boy.
20. Come on, roll 20. Do it. I believe in you.
Come on, roll 20 to Lura. Hey,
Exactly the same as Glamour, so I probably get noticed.
really? I can't see. Mine's not updating.
Well, I got 23.
Oh, now it has. Okay. Yeah, for a 23, I'll re-roll. I was thinking about whether to re-roll or whether to not. Oh, now it's happened
my
twice.
My second one was a 30. Dang. I have advantage because I want it.
Interestingly, you are not noticed.
Oh yeah.
He seems to be pretty focused on his conversation with Glamvar.
Glamour, yeah.
So he's got his arms still behind his back, and he basically says, "So, Glanvar, are we going to have a problem, or is this a social visit?"
You haven't said why you are up here.
Watching my handiwork grow. And I think he rests a hand against the sphere of annihilation, like just close enough to touch it.
Yeah, I have actually already drawn him petting the dog sphere of annihilation.
Oh, I love it.
Is it a dog?
Oh my god, his teeth. I mean, that's so good. Oh, it's his dog.
Yeah, it's his dog.
I love it.
It's the dog sphere.
Yeah, it's the dog sphere.
Oh, of course. I thought you said the dark sphere. Right.
No, the dog sphere.
Dog sphere makes more sense.
Yeah.
I'm admiring my handiwork. I don't personally have a problem with the Tide Knights. I think their rhetoric is interesting. But they were annoying me. They were poaching from my flock. So, and he pats the sphere again.
Hey, come on, is that you?
What do you do?
Just thinking. Because Glanvar doesn't particularly have an issue with the Tide Knights either. He doesn't particularly care about them either way. But Dave does.
Who cares about everyone?
Just for some colouring here, by the way, there is pretty much a cliff to the left of you, about 10-15 feet. And then hanging out over that cliff are 2 cranes holding aloft 2 smaller Tide Knight vessels. Sort of over the edge of the cliff itself.
Glanvar sort of rubs his beard a bit. Thinking, have you seen a cultist head up this way lately?
Not I, a practitioner of a smaller religion, no. I'll be sure to let you know if I see one. And his smile grows slightly.
Glanvar just draws for his bow.
As you're drawing your bow, he draws a great axe from the kind of His great axe is taller than himself, so it's not entirely clear where he's drawn it from.
Oh god. Is it like a thing where he draws it from underneath his cloak, but by no means should he have been able to conceal it
Yes.
underneath there?
Yes, it's 100% that. And I think it's
It's sort of
sopping
as
wet
Glanville
with
draws his
brine
bow.
water, and there are barnacles embedded into the blade of it.
Glanville's
And he
drawing
sort
his
of
bow, he's just
taps
saying
the bottom
shame.
of the haft against the tile. Shame. Tilt head.
Insert GIF.
I mean, this seems like a roll for initiative style situation here.
It does indeed.
What was this guy's name again?
His name is Barratry.
Asshole
B-A...
McGee.
his name is Barratry, which is Barratry.
Alright.
As in Barrett from Final Fantasy VII.
No, there's an R in the Y on the end.
Yeah, but it's spelling at the start of it.
Right, I see. And I'll scrabble in a turn tracker once that starts working.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm rolling initiative as well. Do I have a surprise round?
I'm not
'Cause he
rolling
doesn't know
well
I'm here?
today. I've had my good luck, it seems.
I'd say that you probably want to roll for initiative, yeah, just for.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, got exactly
Yeah,
the same
that
as
is-
Glanville.
That is literally the gift.
Yeah, I cottoned on.
What is his initiative? Plus
If
0.
Glanville
Good
is
work,
a GIF,
Barratry.
Glanville is that GIF. If Dave is a GIF, he's the one of Jake Peralta with the guitar screaming.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
It's a good
Can
one.
you see Barratry's turn? On the turn order?
Yes. I can't see Glanville's though.
Yeah, Glanvar did that before I.
Alright, I'm technically behind Glanville since he's got 8 more dexterity than me. The bastard.
I've done that. Okay, so I think you do draw first. I think we'll do the first turn of combat and then potentially swap over to Sigmund and Apollyon. So, Glanvar, it's your turn.
My turn track.
Sorry, it's is Glanvar chopping out for everyone else, or is that me?
A little bit, yeah. Wait, fuck, I need the wiki.
Can you hear us, Hag?
Yes.
What? That-
Oh, there we
You're
go.
dropping in and out quite badly.
Yeah, just a bit.
Blast it to hell.
Okay now. Think.
Am I okay now?
Eh, still a bit iffy.
How about now?
That's
Hey,
insane.
No,
better.
it seems
No, you're
decent.
doing alright.
Yeah, no, it seems
Looks like
very
it dropped
decent.
out and dropped back in again.
Yeah.
It's your turn to begin with, Haggis.
I am going to do a flurry.
Fair.
Oh,
Man, I
yeah.
should probably work out this guy's AC, huh?
Might be a good
Oh,
idea.
it's one good hit and one bad hit.
So I read his AC, looked at it, and didn't process
Then you
it
forgot
at all.
it again.
So that's 3 hits. 18 points of damage. Oh no, wait. Isn't it 20 points of damage?
Let me see.
Because it's each consecutive hit dealing extra damage, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh,
Oof.
I know
Very
Yeah.
nice.
He's
Very
had
nice.
that since last level up, and I love it.
Ooh.
It's great.
It's good.
It's called Hammer the Gap.
Right.
Good name.
Good
That's a good
name.
name.
Okay, so that's a full round action, right? No movement on that.
Nope.
Okay, Dave, it's your turn.
It's me!
It's you.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm finally gonna use Bard Power I've had in my pocket for a while. I'm going
Bomb, bomb,
to...
bomb.
I guess I'll probably step out from behind the chimney for one thing, because it requires Glanville to see and hear me, and I shall inspire greatness in him with my song. You gain 2 bonus hit dice, a commensurate number of temporary hit points, plus Constitution, +2 on attack, and +1 on Fortitude saves.
Wow, +2 hit dice. That's really good.
Dice, 10s specifically. It says
You want?
specifically says D10s.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Jesus.
not my hit. That's not my hit dice, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
Well, it specifically says D10s. You require number of
Jeez.
temporary hit points,
2d10 hit, 2 plus 2d10 temporary hit points.
plus your Constitution.
2d10.
To each one.
So it'd be plus twice your constitution, wouldn't it?
I'll just
Because
roll
it's
the
2
d10s
extra
and
hit
I'll-
dice.
Yeah, in
Yes.
total, yeah.
Mm.
2
Man, that's a
temporary
good spell.
levels.
It's a good one.
I don't normally use it because it's for one thing, it only grants +2 on attack rolls, not attack and
Oh.
damage. And
Hmm.
obviously, if I'm doing that, no one else gets any.
Yeah.
But
So,
and also, I explicitly have to be within 30 feet, whereas the other one, as long as the GM thinks that it's reasonable, someone could hit
18
me.
temporary hit points. Just as well because I've only got 44 bloody normal hit points.
Oops. Okay, well there you go. Have fun. You are now
Um,
Turbo Dwarf.
Turbo
what's
Dwarf.
What else does that do, Soyeg?
Plus 2 to hit, wasn't it?
+2 on attack, +1 competence on fortitude saves. The bonus hit dice count as regular
that's
hit
handy.
dice for determining the effect of spells that are hit dice dependent.
Plus
I'll
2.
write down.
What?
+2 to. I'll write it down. +2 to attack.
Yeah, right on the map. That's my favourite part about these games. I love it.
I'm adding it in. Kabam! There you go.
Yet I always still seem to ask, Dave, are you playing a song or anything?
Yes!
Okay. So it is
Coin to your
next.
grandpa.
Unless you want to move any more, Dave?
No, I'm pretty good where I am.
Okay.
I'm now not. Well, the thing can see me now, I assume, since I need to be
Mhm.
somewhere where Glambar can see me. But I'm also in a line behind Glambar, so
Mhm.
he's taller than me.
Okay, so it's next Baratry's turn, and he's gonna look to Dave, raise a hand, and something dislodges. It almost looks like a garbage bag being caught in a wind. It floats almost like jellyfish style towards you, and yeah.
Why isn't he attacking the thing that's attacking
Uh,
him? I'm just a little bored.
No, this is a separate creature.
Oh, he summoned something. Oh,
Yup.
fuck.
Well, no, it was already here.
Oh. A jellyfish. Garbage
So
bag.
I need. Oh, it needs to make a grapple check.
Oh,
Love
right.
grapples.
Oh dear.
I get a bonus on that because I'm small.
It's whatever your combat maneuver bonus
Yeah.
is.
So you do actually get a bonus to that because I,
I
believe
do.
it takes size modifiers.
Does CMB?
It is a tiny mob. 16.
Do I need to roll CMB?
What is your CMD?
CMD?
Mhm.
The fuck is that on my sheet?
Next to
I
your
have
CMD
no idea.
normally.
It's auto calculated, it should be.
Yeah, but where is it
Alright.
on the sheet? Where do I look at it?
It's-
CMD is 17. Or was it 16? Was it?
Yes, it rolled a 16.
Ah! Haha! I got 17.
So, basically, this thing happens like a dart. It sort of lunges at you. And opening at the bottom, it's almost got like a line of teeth around the edge of this sort of bag-like surface.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sort of lunges for you.
Oh man, these
I
are
think
cool
I know what
creatures. This is
I think I know what this is, but I can't remember what it's called. It's like a dropper or something.
a very Bloodborne-esque guy. I like him.
It's pretty good. Oh, it can actually do an attack at the same time, so it's going to.
Oh no.
I've drawn him as well. Well, I am drawing him.
It looks
In my
great.
mind, that's pretty similar to the chompy face dudes from the Owl House.
Yeah,
that,
that's sort of what I was thinking
doesn't
of.
hit. Oh lord, I like that. That's very good, Mon.
I didn't imagine it with ears. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I was thinking that at first too, and then I put the ears on, and I thought, yeah, I'm definitely keeping
Made
that.
it worse.
I think it makes him look less like a thumb by having ears, so I'm pretty on board.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah.
Man, that is nightmarish. I love his horrible nails as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually quite like the fingerless gloves too. So yeah, essentially lunges for you, and I think, man, maybe the teeth just kind of scrape against your loot as you're sort of staggered back from this thing going for you.
My loot.
The loot.
Your loot, pow, right in the loot.
It's a family heirloom.
Oh no.
It's
And,
going to be when I have a family to give it to.
was it an heirloom from someone else's family initially?
I don't know. I think he's bought it. It's
Ah.
not like handed down or anything like that.
Okay.
Brief, horrible string clanging noise as the thing attacks me. I guess.
If someone can do a ag, probably you know this one.
Sure, what's up?
Power attack. You can do that as part of an attack, can't you?
You have to declare it for the entire turn.
Okay. So he can move, and then he's actually got awesome blow, so he can do this.
It's not an action if that's what you're asking me. But
Yeah, he can
if it's
attack,
on-
and as part of that, he can use awesome blow, right?
Awesome blow.
Mm-hmm.
What's awesome blow?
It's an improvement to power attack for monsters only.
Oh, I would guess so. Yeah, but if it's based off power attack,
It says as a standard action he can do it.
Sure. But yeah, he can apply power attack to it. It's just that he can't then not power attack anything else.
Okay, well he if he has to move, he'll only have one attack anyway. So he's gonna step forward, and he sort of goes and cracks his knuckles slightly.
I'm feeling Glad's gonna need this extra HP.
And he's just gonna backslap you. So
He's gonna slap me.
he has got the great axe already drawn. I forgot, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, he still does it.
He's gonna
Yeah.
bitch slap me with
Just
a great axe instead.
Oh.
Absolute disrespect.
Press F to play disrespects.
Yeah.
That is a 25 to hit.
Against AC. Nope.
That doesn't hit. Fantastic.
Glanvard just sort of bends over at the knees backwards as the axe just goes past where his face should be.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like he
The other one.
invests his full body into this kind of woof.
Limbo.
Yes, and I think your face is kind of splattered with brine as this sort of it's almost like rusty looking. It's got these kind of barnacles embedded in it down to where his hand is sort of clasping it.
Ooh.
And he sort of smirks and says, "Huh, that was a good one."
Yeah, this has definitely got a Bloodborne vibe. I like it a lot.
Right, shall we go back to Sigmund and Apollyon?
Sure thing.
So yeah, no, I like the plan. We should probably wrap it up quickly though, because I have a feeling we're missing some kind of dope combat. Right?
Yeah, the combat music started.
Yeah, my
The Skyrim combat music has started, and you're like, oh no.
I tried just to take a quick nap, but I couldn't because there are enemies nearby.
God.
I mean, to be fair, even before the combat started, you were leaving in a situation where a black hole was threatening to engulf the world. But whatever. Carry on looting people. Whatever's.
yeah.
Okay, let's do this quick subterfuge. And
Indeed.
we can go and save the world from the sphere of destruction with justice and righteousness and a small contingent of reanimated corpses.
Indeed. Okay. I think Apollyon. First of all, I am going to cast on myself Eagle Splendor. Where's my Eagle Splendor?
The one makes you sexy,
Yes,
An
that's the
eagle
one.
flies into the room and sits on your arm.
Yes.
and you're instantly sexier. Anyone with an eagle looks sexy.
That's
That's
true.
Just to know again, like bringing up the wing and like tapping where the one.
Oh, yeah.
Looking out of
Just
you.
the knowing is on Apollyon's other shoulder, just looking massively affronted.
Yep.
Alright, so I cast Eagle Splendor, and I think instead of the usual sort of like extra glamorous appearance, now it is going to make me sort of look more dramatic and more almost
JoJo-y.
yeah, sort of like you know how in theater often you have exaggerated makeup to
I was
exemplify like a
thinking more like how in One Punch Man when he's getting serious, he actually looks like a real character.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man. That's pretty good.
yeah, it's like
Sigmund
that.
does do a JoJo pose behind you, like with his arm in a really weird.
Yeah, indeed.
Love it.
Yeah, so that happens, and and Apollion's going to say really loudly, "Wait, is that a no? Wait, no, that's not his voice. Wait, is that no? It can't be. The cobbler's
it?
curse."
Dominic comes in carrying like a very neat tray. There's like a small pile of macaroons.
I'm gonna
and,
I'm gonna push him back explicitly in a way that drops the macaroons to the floor.
not the macaroons.
There's no time for macaroons.
There's no time for macaroons, Dominic. That spear, it's cursed. How have you not seen this?
I mean, I am looking after it.
Looking after it? Man, you don't know what you're dealing with. That's the cobbler's curse. An extremely dangerous dark spirit that horn's
the
powerful.
cobbler's curse. I've heard of such a thing.
Indeed, I would expect you to, being the archmage that you are.
I am that.
And I think I'm going to have Barry sort of, sort of vaguely, materialize around the spear. If I use,
Don't worry, I've got this.
I've got
I did a
this.
3-week acting course one time.
Nice. Actually, where's my Barry ability? Just a second.
Variability, it's all one word.
Yeah.
How Barry are you? It's your variability.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I think you have one unseen servant left, and you've got one
For the concealment, yeah.
concealment. Yeah.
Can I use of the unseen servant to make him sort of halfway, like, appear as like a ghost and sort of ooh, and like lift the
Seems
spear
like it
in?
would be the concealment as well, right? Because
That is
Right.
explicitly not what unseen servant is for. Hence the word
true.
unseen in unseen
Yes,
servant.
that is true. Can I use the concealment for it then? Because that is contextualized as him sort of appearing as a ghostly apparition to misdirect the attacks of the enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's able to, like... what does he actually do? He's your character, sorry.
Okay, so I'm just gonna note that as used. I think he is going to sort of vaguely materialize, well, not materialize, but vaguely appear around the spear and say something along the lines of, "Ooh, yeah, that's right. I'm the cobbler, an ancient, dark, and powerful spirit with knowledge from beyond the plains. For instance, I could tell you frightening facts, such as, Dominic, you are probably not an actual archmage."
Probably.
He's going to, like, look to Apollyon and then
Brutal.
walk extremely close to the umbrella stand and be like, "Yo, what the shit? I had a really good thing going. What are you doing?"
What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm
No,
doing.
shh.
I'm
Keep
exposing
your voice down. Keep your voice down.
you,
I've got a really good
Dominic.
thing going on here.
And Apollion's gonna say,
Look, do you want money or?
"No, I have no qualms for material possessions." And, like, he and Apollyon lock eyes for a moment over Dominic's shoulder, and Apollyon is like, "Mm-mm, mm-mm." And Barry says, "However, those people in your shop need, And Apollyon is making, like, complicated sign gestures behind Dominic's back.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight
Either make a sleight of hand check or make a linguistics check, whichever one you're better at.
of hand, easily.
No one's any good at linguistics.
Gloves of Larceny doing work today.
Yeah, doing work.
No.
13.
Not good work, but
Not
work.
much work.
Decent work.
It was 2 originally, so.
That is true. So I think it's just going to be the original plan then, and not any extra, like, weird shit. And Barry's going to say, "Dominic, if you keep me in your possession, I'm going to haunt you forever. And tell everyone who comes to your shop that you're not an actual archmage. Your only way to get rid of my haunting is to pass the spear on to another person."
Sigmund comes
Apollyon?
No, not that. No.
Apollyon, make a reflex save.
Alright, I will.
Always a good thing to be asked to do.
14.
I'm going to say that essentially Dominic grabs the spear and throws it at you.
Alright.
Okay, done deal. Done deal. Get it out. And yes.
Oh shit,
So
and
I think potentially there's a Sideshow Bob style swat.
yeah, I think he catches the spear, and Barry's spirit sort of flares up and says, now I am bound to you, Apollyon, and now I will haunt you forever." And Apollyon is just going to sort of kneel and say, "No! Dominic, how could you do this to me? Ah, very well, because we're such good friends. I'll take on this burden for you, Dominic.
Okay.
And as he's saying that, like, as he's saying this dramatic speech, he's sort of slowly backing out of the shop.
Did you want me to? Did you want like a to-go bag of the macaroons, or?
He's already out, I think.
He's like picking them up off the floor. And he's like dusting them off. Like, some of these are still good.
Actually, yeah, sure. Sigmund, can you get the macaroons?
No, I got it. Yeah, thanks. No.
He gets like one of those.
How could you do this to us? You evil man!
Okay.
Macaroons though.
And then Sigmund goes out, and then we get moving.
You get
Indeed.
a small brown paper bag of slightly fire-damaged macaroons.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Oh,
then,
crunchy.
and then when one on the other side of the force field and out and round a corner, he'd be like, "Hey, Napoleon,
Yeah.
he forgot to ask us to pay for the onyx."
Fucking
Fuck.
dumbass.
And then we high
Hey,
five.
up top.
Yeah. And we hold out our hands, and then Barry can high five both of us.
Yeah, indeed. He passes through, but it's about the gesture.
Yeah.
Alright, so
We should
we've
probably go help Dave.
got this spear now. Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Off in the distance, you can see that there is a growing rainstorm over the top of the Tide Knight Fort
Oh
Fisher.
shit! No, we probably better book it actually.
Time
Oh.
Night Fort in particular.
Oh yeah, shit, that looks bad actually.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, let's go and hopefully turn up at a
Indeed.
at a point.
God.
Yeah, there'll be a. I think this is happening kind of in media res, but probably a little bit earlier on than Dave and Glanvar's thing, just so that you show up at any point in the fight.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What is the spear like?
What?
What's the spear like? What's is it?
So it's made of like almost. Man, I was about to make a deep cut Minecraft mod reference.
God.
Yeah. So it's essentially like if organic matter was grown in metal.
Right.
So it's like curls of thorns and leaves, almost like holly or mistletoe style leaves. You know, those very very spiky ones.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of curls up to a particularly large leaf, which is the kind of head of the spear itself.
All right. And can I roll something to discern what kind of item exactly this might be?
Yeah, you can roll a spellcraft check.
Sure.
Spear, but it's spiky.
Oh shit! I hope it's not actually cursed.
I
Fuck
mean,
you! No, just kidding.
God. Okay, spellcraft was it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here goes. What's it gonna be? 19. It's not bad.
19. I'll say for that. Yeah, I'll give you the descriptor for it. So the descriptor is that it is a thorny spear. The spear, if you plant it in a minute, you need to actually plant it into the ground. It turns into a 5-foot diameter spiky column of thorns 30 feet high.
Ooh.
And also a good opportunity for Napoleon to continue his run of taking the first letter off of things to make badly named or amusing.
Wow.
Correct.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If
That's
you took it off both, it would just be a horny pear. As opposed to...
that is, if anything, much better.
Yeah.
God, that's definitely a roadside inn that Apollyon has slept at some point.
horny pear.
Yeah.
It's a roadside inn that he partially owned for a short period of time.
God, yeah. Yes, absolutely. This is canon now.
Fantastic.
All right.
Should we go back to the combat?
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh.
Okay. Actually, just Are you guys running, or are you like strolling, or what?
Yeah, carrot.
We're booking it actually. We're cheating.
Literally marching.
Roll and I feel like acrobatics in terms of urban navigation at speed.
Could be fortitude, depending on how long they're running for.
True.
Sorry, was that fortitude or a acrobatics then?
I think acrobatics.
Wait,
Polly?
Oh shit, acrobatics, right? Okay, just a second. Here it goes. Ooh. No.
So you're not getting that.
Do you need to roll
quickly.
anything for Gilhelm?
I'll say he probably moves on yours.
Yeah, sounds good.
And I think it's the shot of you trying to like push through crowds, but there's like at one point there's like a hay cart in the way. At one point you have to like shove through a full market which appears to be going on and has sprung up
Out
in
of
the
the way,
20
it's a
minutes.
cursed spear, cursed spear.
Cursed spear, out of the way, everybody.
My cabbages. Anyway,
I love this
like a
token
cabbage
for,
cart bursts into flame in the background.
Yeah, I love
What's
this
that?
barratry token that you've done here. That looks very good. I love the angle on that.
Yeah, it's. I wanted to try and emphasize that he's a big boy.
Ah, it looks
Um,
very good.
He's a big boy. We're fighting the two shorter boys.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Big boy, John, little boy. It's quite
Yep.
McElroy's. Little
Okay.
boy.
So it's Brother Glanvar's turn.
I am going to stay where I am and do another flurry because I can.
With your +2s this time. This is just to attack rolls,
I know.
not damage rolls. Unfortunately. I really needed the help though. Jeez, look at that.
Wow, that's another round of big whammies.
Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah.
So that's 4, 14. Yeah, 14 points of damage. Is that right? Yes.
Sounds good.
So 14 points of damage.
What? Now I know what his AC is.
Do you? Okay.
Well, 14, and the lowest I think I hit with 3 attacks last time, and the lowest hit was an 18. This time the highest I missed with was a 17. So
Ah, there you go.
I know what his AC
Sneaky,
is.
sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you want to do with your turn?
I can't. That was a full round action.
Dave, it's your turn.
I'm being harassed by a bin bag.
You're being harassed by a bin bag.
A bin bag with teeth.
God.
A bin bag with
Is there
teeth. Over.
Possible way that a bin bag could be worse.
Mm.
Because I can maintain my bardic performance as a free action, that means I can whip the sword out and give it the old swish wash.
Indeed.
I know how to do this. I know how weapon rolls work. I've done lots of those.
Roll to hit
Wait,
with your
where's my
sword.
character sheet? I clicked my character sheet and it's not coming up.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Has it
There
done
is.
that thing where it's like a small version?
Yeah, it turned into a little ghost. Don't worry, I figured it out.
Yeah. Roll
Oh,
20.
because it's I don't get the bonuses because I'm just doing the Glanvar version. Crystal Rapier. Because I'm doing a bardic performance, do I still get the bonus to damage though? Whatever that fucking was,
believe
I
so.
forget every goddamn time.
Yeah, if you're doing some kind of bardic performance, I assume that
Yes.
counts.
I wrote it down. Crystal Rapier just has +5, so I think it's +5 to damage.
Hmm.
When you're doing bardic stuff.
I don't know bardic performance, otherwise. It's
Wasn't it like plus half your bard level or something like that?
Yeah. And it's also a +1
Yes.
by itself.
Yes,
Mm.
that's already factored into the
Yeah.
Yes, I've then put the enhancement bonus of 1. Attack roll, flanking, no.
No.
Air attack, no. Additional hit modifier? Yes, that was +2, but I forgot to add it. Fuck. Oh, never mind. 31. Pretty sure that's
That
fine.
hits. Oddly
I
enough,
would-
that hits.
I would be very upset if a fucking bin bag had an AC that was any higher.
Fair.
Ah! I will add the +5 this time, I remembered.
Good job, good
Hooray,
job.
bin bag.
Fuck off,
Yeah.
bin bag.
Fuck off, ghost. There we go.
Piss off, ghost. So yeah, I think you spear right through it, and it has these sort of two hooded, almost eye-looking things. So it's called an executioner's hood, and that's the kind of
yes,
aesthetic
that's
here.
the one. Yes, I remember. I've come across these.
Yeah, so you almost cut like a mouth for it. It does still seem to be alive and kicking, however.
Yes, but now it's very upset.
Yup. Anything else that you want to do on your turn? Can you not do an extra attack if you don't move?
Oh fuck, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I've never done that before. Oh my god, how does multi-attack work? I don't know!
It's
you
a
take -5 on your next
on
attack.
the second one, yeah.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Surprising, right, for Pathfinder? Jeez.
Yeah. And then you
But I
follow
guess
this
with that-
complicated flowchart.
Ugh.
Okay, I've added in -5.
That hits, I think. Yes.
Ah! There's Dave.
And I think it's like that Metroid style thing where this thing's like mouth is like your entire POV for a moment there.
Yeah.
It's lunging at you. God, I was so traumatized by Metroid Prime when I was about 10. I tried to play it on. They're very good. The 2D ones
know.
especially
Aw.
fantastic. That kills it.
Oh.
It's kind of
Hey.
a booby trap more than a monster. So yeah. Yeah, the 2D ones are fantastic actually. Nope, bugger. I just opened up one of my bookmarks, which is that breakfast map recipe that you gave me.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's good. I have that bookmarked. I have your fic bookmarked actually as well, so I should get back to that at some point.
Two.
Bear with me one moment. I'm just going to turn the light on in my room because it got dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Funny
speed
how
read my
night
Borderlands
works, isn't it?
fanfiction.
Darkness.
I should also close the blind.
Darkness. No.
Pajamas. Not a very glamorous sight. No one needs to see that.
Alright.
Sorry, I took a big old mouth of chili as well. Hi. Dave, anything else that you want to do on your turn?
That was a full round action, so nope.
Fair.
Celebrate. Oh my god, I killed something all on my own!
Meanwhile, Glanvar's just sort of ducking and diving. Good for you, Dave.
Thanks, Glamvar.
Glanvar is rolling like it's a Dark Souls boss fight.
Hey, to be fair, I'm still providing him with an epic soundtrack.
That
True.
is true. Very
At least I'm not-
important.
At least they're not fat rolling like a Dark Souls game.
That's true. God.
So I think at this point, Barratry is gonna,
Send him on the bin bag after me. Damn.
well, he raises his hand and, sort of say, what does he say? One moment, sorry.
No, my bin bag.
Oh no, my bin bag. I don't know.
I got chili.
Oh no.
I got more chili. Additional chili.
Wow.
Nice.
He
Fuck shit.
taps his spear twice on the,
Bin?
sort of ground, glowering down at,
Great axe, was it? Or
Great axe.
yes, sorry. We were talking about
What?
spears on the other side. And he's gonna summon some horrible boys.
Multiple
Nice.
boys.
3 whole boys.
Oh dear.
And essentially, these things fling themselves up from the sea below. So that it's like an 100-meter kind of drop, and they just whoosh straight upwards, land on the crane and the cliff itself.
My bin
And
bags that are glowy.
these are not bin bags. They're kind of frogmen-looking folks.
Oh dear.
Glanvar and Dave, I need you to roll a fortitude save, please.
Glamvar gets a +1 to that. Hooray.
I've given him a little speech bubble.
I don't have a thing for doing that, so I'm just...
Oh no, my bin bag.
My bin bag. What am I doing fortitude? I don't get the bonus, sadly, but Glamvar does.
Plus... I'll put the +1 as a temp.
Okay, you'll are both fine. Essentially, these things, they're these little frogman-looking folks, grayed out kind of palo skin. And as they look towards you, it's like almost the you've been sighted kind of Metal Gear style. They've got eye beams in front of them.
I can see all the tokens, very nice.
Yup. And for a moment, this glare kind of fixates on the both of you, but you're able to shrug it off. You're like transfixed for a moment, but you're able to fling it aside. And I think Barratry is going to glower down at Glanvar at having missed prior, and then is he's going to pause for a moment, and then he's going to say,
Fuck.
"Goodbye, Glanvar," and he's going to lunge downwards at you, sort of overhead swing with this huge great axe. He's going to do so
I thought he was
twice.
going to try and drop kick him off the roof.
Yeah.
That's also something he can do. Don't tempt me.
I thought he was just gonna swim away.
He uses the great axe as a golf club, and he just
Okay, that would be fantastic. That's a 35 to hit.
Oh dear.
Holy hell! What the fuck?
That is nasty.
It's a big hit.
Big oof.
Does that hit?
What do you think?
I'd like to see the thing that doesn't. I'd hate to meet the thing that it doesn't hit.
Yeah, jeez.
Big money, big whammies. That's 21 points of damage.
All right, that's some
21,
serious.
so- Bye bye, temps.
Yeah.
And then he's going to queue up his second attack.
Okay. And so continues Glanvar's no good, very bad day.
God, yeah.
Oh!
Is the crit?
Oh, he
Yep,
just crit.
that's a crit. Oh fuck.
He just crit, and he's got a spear.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
no.
He's got a great
That's-
axe.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
still
times
times 3
3
damage.
Ah, fuck. Oh, brother.
Yeah,
Glanvar.
we're healing spells.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Oh, brother,
Running
where art
on
thou?
the side of this axe.
Very good.
Bonk.
Hang on, he might roll really badly on the
I
damage.
rolled a 1.
Let's
That happened to
see.
Glanvar before, I remember, in the Petros fight. He got shot with a times 3 bow, but they rolled a 1, so he took 3 hit points of damage.
So 33 plus 12, 45
Okay.
points of damage.
Oh no.
I'm
He dead.
down.
Mamma mia.
So
45,
Glanvar is
so-
unconscious. Essentially, yeah, he sort of goes, "Goodbye, Glanvar," and just sort of pummel into the tiles, and I think it kind of crumples beneath you, and then he does it again as just an overhead kind of blow, like Kylo Ren style,
God.
and yeah, the tiles almost collapse a little bit beneath you. And then he looks up at Dave, and his smirk kind of widens. Glanvar, it's your turn.
Roll death save.
Time for a death save.
Not done this in a while. I don't actually know what you have to roll.
It's a D20, I believe, just straight up. Unless you've got
It
like,
occurred to
some
me that the
monk
fish
ability.
also, the horrible frogman also needs to move, so he's going to do that. Glanvar, that's a positive death save, so you're up. Oh, you've got you're up
I'm just
one.
not. I'm just not worse.
Yes,
You're not worse,
You're not
yes, it's
well,
true.
you are still
dying
actively
any
dying
faster.
as well.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Dave, it's your turn.
I am looking at spell. Okay, I'm looking at my 4th level spell, Wall of Sound. It says that it's up to 20 feet long per level, but it doesn't say how wide it is. Does that mean I
I'd
could
assume
cast
in that
it?
case 5 feet, right?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if I could cast it between Glanvar and the motherfucker without catching Glanvar. Because the last thing he needs is to be caught in a Wall of Sound.
I mean, can unconscious people hear things? I
don't
suspect
know.
yes, now that I think about it.
It does deal sonic damage. Oh, it does say.
It says up to 20 feet long per level,
Or a ring,
or a ring of sound with a radius of 5 feet.
yeah. Hmm.
Translucent barrier.
Yeah, but now I'm looking at this as the burst of discordant noises deals damage to creatures within 10 feet of the triggering object, which means that if I cast it,
Yeah, that would hit Glanvar too.
What's his face triggered it, then it would. Okay, that's not
Well,
gonna work.
you could move and then cast it, right?
I cast it in the middle of what's his face.
I think that would work.
I mean, he's 10 feet wide, so if I cast it like along, I can't actually do it. Would that get Glanvar? It would still get Glanvar. Never mind. You say
Yeah, that would still hit Glanvar. That's a really cool sounding spell if it helps.
It's a cool spell. I've been looking forward to using it, but now's
That's a
not
good
the time.
crowd control spell.
Yeah.
That would have been really good at the Battle of Marshtop Inner.
Oh
It
yeah.
would, but I didn't have level 4 spells back then.
I mean, yeah, that'd do it.
Fuck, spells. I've got those. Certain monsters, what do I got for those? Can I drop a shark on this guy?
I mean, you could.
Would that actually do anything, though? It's the question. Because the shark was pretty fucking useless before.
And do you have any heals as well?
Yeah, but I don't... I mean, do you just see what that thing did to Glenvar? I'm not in a hurry to get close.
He did crit.
True.
He does have reach.
I don't know if I'm allowed... Am I allowed to, like, physically drop a creature? That's cheating.
I mean, it says summon it within a space X distance, right?
Well, I could theoretically summon a rhinoceros on top of this dude. Celestial rhinoceros, no less.
A rhinoceros is also a large creature, isn't it?
It is.
He is a
Yeah.
large creature.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Will that do damage, though, is the question.
It wouldn't not, dude. I'd definitely say that would cause damage, certainly.
I'm not sure this is the most,
It's probably not the most efficient thing that you could do with your time, but I'm not certain.
No, I don't think some monster's gonna get me out of this either. Fucking hell.
Apollyon Sigmund, please roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. Hopefully a
Can
little bit better
I
this time. I also realised that I
pitch? Wait, I'm not done
totally...
yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
you're-
sorry, as I was awaiting you, I asked them to do
Okay,
that. I
I had an
apologize.
idea. But I don't know if you'd let me do it.
What are you trying to do?
It would definitely provoke an attack of opportunity, I'm willing to take that. Could I run up 25 feet, or 20 feet, I guess, grab Glenvar and throw him behind me? Or at least even just next to me.
Couldn't you run to there and do it more easily?
I was going to say, yeah, why don't you do that? Then you
Yeah, that
wouldn't
would
provoke
work.
an attack of opportunity, I don't think.
Could I do that and also cast a spell?
I don't think you... What, so move Glanvar, cast spell?
Yeah, I don't want to move Glenvar very far, I just want to move him out of a cone range.
I'd say I'd need a strength check.
Or I could stand on top of Glenvar. That would also get him outside of the cone. Is that allowed?
That's
I'm not
true.
sure that's allowed. Is
That seems
overkill?
reasonable. Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
Okay,
You can-
I would
you can
probably get that.
Occupy Glanvar's space, because Glanvar is currently sort of on his back.
I'm gonna stand over him.
Yep.
And this is probably gonna this might possibly actually destroy the building we're standing on. Now I think about it, but I'm gonna cast Thundering Drums.
That sounds good. What does it do?
Fuck ton of damage, hopefully.
Oh.
Thundering
Oh.
Drums is a 3rd level spell, which I don't get to use because I need to be in close quarters to use it. I strike the ground in front of me, filling the area with the thunder of pounding drums. Any creature in the area of the cone takes 1d8 points of sonic damage per caster level, maximum 5d8, and is knocked prone.
Oh,
Successful
cool.
fort save halves the damage and negates being knocked prone.
So I should have him roll a fort save.
Yeah, so that's 15-foot cone. So I don't think I'm gonna get that, dude.
Mm.
I would actually, but then
Oh,
again,
yeah,
he's,
you
not
could.
actually, he's not over the ground. I don't know.
Mm,
Also, would
I'd
I
say
would I
that-
destroy the roof? No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
He rolled an 18.
oh god, what's my 3rd level? Might be 18. Oh god, where is it? Where is it? Where is
Isn't it at the bottom of the concentration stuff?
Top.
What's your...
Well, 3rd level spell is 18. Damn. Means
Yeah,
it passes
shit.
it. Oh well. Well, take half of whatever I'm about to roll, which should hopefully still be an amount. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? Oh, I was hoping this would be a bit more. This is much more heroic in my head than it was, and now I'm standing up, staring at this big fucking dude.
Yeah, you're standing over Glanvar, and this huge fellow is looming over you.
Can I yell, "Hey, Titan Knights, help! I found him!"
I think you can hear the sounds of battle around you.
Oh, that's good.
I think basically there are more of these things kind of off screen, but you hear Fossil's voice in particular calling out, and yeah, I think she will join the fray.
Okay. Also, just out of curiosity, does Dave know if this guy is killed or knocked unconscious, what happens to the Sphere of Annihilation?
You know that he's carrying an object called the I think it's called the Amulet of Annihilation, or the Amulet of the Sphere, I think it's called, actually. I'm trying to find a goblin mini that isn't super racist.
I could shoot you a quick, like, square cutout of her sketch in the doodle sheet, if you want.
That couldn't hurt. I was just going to go for a gunslinger one, because that's what she actually is.
Oh, really?
she?
Right.
Goblins and gunslingers. Well, she's related.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gar is way too feral.
Very true.
Okay.
Is your goblin named after Beast Boy? Have we spoken about this?
Oh no, he's not.
Okay, so it's a bit.
He does have green skin, so now I'm like, maybe this was subconscious.
It's a bit poorly cut out.
Do
but
love 2003
Here
Teen
is
Titans.
something vaguely resembling a square.
That seems reasonable.
Square adjacent.
Can I just copy the image right in?
Yeah, you can normally.
I just right-clicked copy and paste, and I don't think. Hang on. Let me open it in my web browser and then try and copy and paste it from that. And do it from the Discord app,
Right.
which I can see the issue. Work, you beggar. Fossil, why are you so reluctant to join the fight here? Come on, man. Hang on, I'm gonna save it locally.
What are these guys, by the way? Are they frogmen?
They're called Blindheims. They're a 4-foot-tall, frog-like humanoid with large bulbous eyes that constantly emit bright yellow beams of light. They're actually mottled yellow,
Right. Okay.
and they have webbed feet and claws.
Okay.
Sure. You do.
They also suck.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you fail to save against this thing, they blind you for an hour.
God.
Dang,
Yeah.
That would have been really bad. I'm glad we passed that now.
It's Broad Fossil. She's joining the fray. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. I don't have a stat block for her. I am just going to Scrabble one in. Okay. I'm
Alright.
sure there's an NPC article on gunslingers.
I can have a look for you while you're doing the rest of it if you like.
That couldn't hurt.
Yeah. So we rolled our acrobatics thing.
You did, and far better. Just not as terrible overall as the last one was.
Indeed.
So what's the shot we get of you guys making sort of further progress across the middle of Scumport in apparent early morning rush hour?
I think we get a cool shot of Sigmund vaulting over a hay cart as
I knew you were going to say that.
Napoleon like slides underneath it simultaneously, and it looks cool.
And Gilham runs through it.
Yeah, then Gilham
Just
runs through
destroys
it.
running through it.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's perfect. I think, we get like that shot, we get some wacky cuts, we get like one short cut of them like being in some sort of like car or rickshaw in like a queue, not a queue, a
Traffic jam.
yeah, a traffic jam, sort of like
Q would also be valid there. I think.
yeah, true. Like 2 seconds of them just like not moving at all in a traffic jam with like traffic jam noises in the background, and then it cuts back to like epic quick chase scene.
Oh,
Cool.
What kind of level were you thinking of for Fossil? I can get you a 9 or a 6.
I feel like 6 seems more reasonable.
Cool.
Nah, you know what, 9? I mean, the mob's level is CR9, so...
Cool.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Okay, so yeah, I think Sigmund and Apollyon are still en route, but we'll say next turn, I think, for them.
Sounds good.
Dave starts playing Holding Out for a Hero.
Ooh, Grand Marshal, I think I saw this one.
Actually, can I ask a
Hey,
question?
Mhm.
Never mind. Carry on.
Okay. As we are running,
Mhm.
do this being Scumport, do we run into any skeletons?
I think that's definitely a conscious choice that you would have to make.
Sigmund is definitely. I love the hustle, but we got a bucket.
I know.
Sigmund actually owns a t-shirt which says, I love the hustle, but we got a bucket.
Probably. I love the hustle is on the front, but we got a bucket is on the back.
What? Wait, hang on. What if it's a t-shirt and short combo with I love the hustle on the chest, but we got a bucket across the ass? I think that might be...
God, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
If Apollyon wants to take, if Apollyon's got to do what you've got to do, but I'm going to get there as soon as possible.
Yeah, I was mainly just sort of looking if there's like a possibility for a quick snatch, but probably not. Sort of like, on the go.
The old skelly snatch.
Yeah, like
Drive
take
through.
take
Where's
yeah,
that?
I don't
drive
think you could
through.
steal a full skeleton doing that.
No, I don't
They're
need.
not
I
all
don't need.
joined
I don't.
together.
I don't need to steal it. I just need to cast animate dead.
Scumport's pretty rough. I don't think that means it has just decomposed corpses in the street.
That's true. I mean,
Well, it
if
has
you,
just had a, it is sort of in the middle of a
Like, if
civil
you
war.
think about Ankh-Morpork, for example.
yeah, that's true.
Only in the shades.
Only in the shades. Okay,
Well, I mean, even then, I think someone probably would have taken the body.
true.
Someone will be able to use it.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
You're not the only necromancer in
Yeah, like
Scumport.
that's the
Right,
best
true.
explanation here. I think it's not that that no bodies end up on the street. It's just that they are generally also very quickly scavenged.
Yeah, I mean, free resources.
Yeah.
Or dinner.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No. Sure. Then we will just keep on booking it.
Okay, cool. I think you are sort of pushing out of the gates of Scumport. Which now they used to say "Welcome to Scumport," and now they say "Welcome to the Free Scumportian Republic." Or
Alright,
is
right.
that the shit? Which one's the good guys one?
I still can't
Fuck.
believe how quickly.
Why did
they
I name them all
found
such similar things?
Oh, I can believe it.
It was because it was a deep cut Life of Brian reference. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Okay.
It's equally possible that I might have done such a thing on accident, but no, in this case it is a deep cut Life of Brian reference. It's
For
the Free
sure.
Scumportian Republic, I was right.
My sister's got a T-shirt with that on.
Ah, great.
Right, so... Are we back round to Glanvar again
I
already?
think so.
Yes.
The
No,
D20.
wait, hang on. Has Barratry... Barratry's not had a turn yet.
He has. He.
No,
Oh,
Destroyed
he
because I
hasn't.
ran up.
Oh,
I ran
shit.
up
He
and I
attacked
cast
Glanvar.
Thundering Drums,
Oh shit.
and that was me. Oh fuck.
Oh
He's
damn.
just gonna loom over Dave, and I think he's just gonna... More
Dave's
of you,
gonna-
then.
Dave's briefly gonna wish that he had a god that he could pray to.
I doubt it. Alright, rolling. Same D20?
Nope, still Barratry's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Arbitrary's turn.
So Barratry is gonna attack. That's a 24 to hit.
Fuck. What's mine? It's mine 24 or 25. Got a horrible feeling it's 24. It's 24. Fuck.
Roll a combat maneuver defense. Or what is your combat maneuver defense?
I think it was 17. That's at 17.
Okay, 17. So that's what he's trying to beat.
Rolled a 2. I don't know, do something horrible to me.
So he rolled a 35 on that.
Christ.
Oh dear. That's literally double.
We better get here fast.
There's not going to be anyone left to save.
Uh,
Don't worry.
Dave, take 24 points of damage and be thrown 10 feet backwards.
Oh, fuck. Glamour now.
So I think he does
How
manage
much
to
damage?
with you
24.
24 points. So,
Ow.
and I think he does just fling you 10 points, 10 feet backwards.
Like two
On land or into the sea? Important
Just
question.
literally backwards.
Okay.
He sort of sideswipes across you, and I think you almost get the flat of the blade, but it's still, you catch the tiles and you go spilling.
Ow.
Yeah. I mean.
Lanvar, roll a death save.
Save.
He could be really rough and he could kill you, but he's not going to do that.
Could roll a 20.
He seems like
Aiden.
he's
That's
trying
a lot of
to
success,
toy with Dave a bit more. It's more pleasure that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a terrible person. Well, I was going to say he's a terrible person, but
He's a
that's
terrible
not a person.
entity.
Was that a 15 there, Glanvar?
Yes.
So that's 2
Oh,
checks.
success.
Cool. Dave, it's your turn.
Oh god, there's. What did I do? Oh, wait.
And I think just as sort of colouring here, you can hear Fossil sort of panting heavily, and she is like, "Argh!" and throws herself up onto the roof.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Many things, and none of them are good.
You're not here, shut up.
Thanks,
We're
voice
dying.
of Apollyon in my head.
Oh, we're nearly there. We are nearly there.
You are nearly there. You've
would I
the
be
shot
allowed?
of Apollyon and Sigmund is you've commandeered a rickshaw at some point, and you
Hmm.
know Sigmund is pedaling like crazy.
Yeah.
Should be Gil. Gilhelm sitting in the back. That's
Yeah,
what-
Gilhelm's sitting in the back. God.
Why isn't Gilhelm pedaling? He likes the leg room.
God.
Anyway, please
could
continue.
I cast a spell and also? Oh no, rather not a spell. Use a move action and also take a 5 foot to get to use my healing staff on Glamor. That's the thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my bardic performance. Well, hold on a second. I know that it says I can use my standard or my move because I'm a certain bard of a certain level to change my bardic performance, but I'm not changing my bardic performance. I'm changing the target of my bardic performance. Would that be a free action? Because it's a free action to maintain a bardic performance.
That's a good question. So you're trying to roll the same thing? You're trying to target Fossil with the same song?
No, I'm trying to target myself.
Oh, fair.
I'm allowed to do that. I'm in rather need of 2d10.
I'd say it probably still needs an action to do so, right?
Okay, which would be I can either be standard or move, but can I also heal Glamor using my staff? Because it would be 5
Yeah,
foot
I'd say you can do 5 foot step.
Okay.
5 foot step,
I'll-
heal Glamvar, change target.
Yeah, I will take this opportunity from this thing though.
You could just move to here instead.
Yeah, but I'll be moving out of its threat.
Oh, I see. It's
And I
still
would
well.
be-
You're on
would
top
be
of a roof
tumbling.
and it's not.
Well, sure. If you'll let me, I'll do that. Okay.
It's a 10-foot roof
change-
and you're both 4 foot tall. So
Okay. Well, I'm not actually. I'm 3 foot. But I changed my performance and start thinking about how cool I am.
go, Dave. Go, Dave. Go, Dave. Dave, Dave,
Go
Dave,
me,
Dave, Dave.
Go, Dave. 2d10. Again. Oh fuck. 8 temporary hit points. That's something, I suppose.
Glamvar, you have 8 temporary hit points.
No, that's me. I've not
Oh,
healed him
I
yet.
have to
This
say.
is my 2d10
Right, I see. You've
temp
changed
from...
your own. Mhm.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Glamvar
understand
losing
now.
his- Glamvar losing his temp hit points doesn't matter because he's below.
Yeah, because he's already down.
Yeah.
I'll say I
put
don't think gaining temp hit points actually does anything if you're unconscious anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna run up and whap him with me staff of cure light wounds. It's not much,
With
but
me
it's
st-
better than dying.
Me staff of kill.
Me staff.
Bonk!
Yeah.
Get up.
Brains him
I-
back into alertness.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. D8
Stop
plus
sleeping on job, you
3,
bastard.
5,
Get up.
4,
Hmm?
What's-
For a wand, isn't it
Wand.
plus 5?
5.
Because I assume wands are inherently
Glamvar,
better
get
than
up.
potions. 12
Have-
points of healing,
Have
Glamvar.
12 hit points, Glamvar, which is better than what I rolled for myself. So
Mhm.
no longer dying.
12 hit
welcome.
points. Yay! I forget.
Good
Is
news,
that what...
Glamvar, you're not dying. Bad news, you're still in front of the guy that's trying to kill us.
Welcome back to the world of the living.
Sorry, dumb question because it's not happened to me in a very long time.
By all means.
Is it 12 hit points from 0 or 12 hit points from -4?
12 hit
think
points
it's-
from 0.
From 0, yeah.
Yeah, we're using more 5e kind of death savings
Yeah.
because the Pathfinder ones kind
Suck.
of.
That's stupid and overcomplicated.
Yeah.
As
Cool.
with everything.
More
in
than the rest,
Pathfinder.
even more than the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Look, this is
Surprising, I'm sure you'll find.
Mm.
this
I
is
like-
weird territory for me. I don't tend to get knocked down.
Fair.
The one's
Uh,
been knocked down more than anyone else.
I like Pathfinder in terms of playing it with you guys, but I would also never play Pathfinder again.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
In the
understandable.
nicest possible way, I would never
Yeah.
play Pathfinder again.
It used to be all this, man. 3.5, baby.
Yeah,
It was
true.
even worse.
Oh yeah, baby.
Dark times.
Fossil is going to pull herself up onto the roof, yell, "Duck!" And then she's going to shoot twice. No, only once, I suppose, because she did have to do the remainder of her move. That
Do I have to
definitely
roll the duck?
hit. No, I don't think so. I think she was being cooperative. Oh, wait, she has a musket and a double-barreled pistol. This is cool.
Oh shit.
Oh, double pistol.
Hmm. I think musket seems more thematic here, in which case she
It does.
super hits.
And she says, "Hey, hi" to my boomstick.
Mm.
And she rolls critical damage. That's good.
Hey!
Um,
Oh, she critted, did she?
Yeah,
no, she rolled. It was
max
1d12
damage,
damage, and
yeah.
she did 12
Oh,
damage.
right.
yeah.
That's-
Right when a
Um,
person with an eye patch and therefore no depth perception starts using ranged weapons.
Mm.
That's exactly why you use a musket. I mean, it's. Oh no, I'm thinking of a blunderbuss. Oh well.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of musket is like a ye olde ton
Yeah.
rifle.
Ye olde longer gunner.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that you have to like pump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a-
reloading's
Pump
probably
powder
gonna
back
be
in.
a tad tricksy.
It's
Yeah.
I've
it's
seen people use the musketeers. I know how this works.
it's the long
But
horse
yeah,
of pistols.
essentially, it's the like crack of thunder of boom, and I think like maybe she chips a tooth or something. Like the bullet just goes into the hood,
Hmm.
and he sort of coughs slightly, and then fixes his gaze back on Glanvar.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I did the best I could with what I was given. which is
Looks
nothing.
up. Bugger off.
You are prone, aren't you?
Unfortunately.
Yes, he's super prone.
Okay.
I was like, it might have been better off for him if I just let him slide there, because then.
Let him die.
No, he was on the way up. He was fine. You should have just pretended to be dead still.
Today is not your day. That's a 20 to hit. He rolled a
Doesn't hit.
natural 1.
Oh jeez.
Oh
Back
shit.
No bonuses.
That's
A
a
natural
crit.
one is a miss, right?
Yeah, it's a crit fail.
Yes. So he lashes down, like it's the actual sort of spear tip of the great axe, and he just slams it down, and you're able to roll to the side. And then he goes for his second attack. That's a 27 to hit. Does that hit?
Sorry.
27 is 27 hits.
Okay. And that's 25 points of damage.
Goodbye again. Bye.
I
Good lord.
And,
minus
he-
25.
And
Minus
he
13
also
hit points.
he also throws you back 10 feet. Like he almost fish slice style scoops you up and just throws your prone body.
God.
Oh, that means that you're out of the way from my
He burger flips you.
Yup. It's the what do they do in like lacrosse? You know, that kind of little scoop. Apollyon, Sigmund, roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yay!
Here we are, finally. Okay, initiative. 18. That's quite decent.
22 is also quite decent.
It's a lot better than what anyone else has rolled so
Yeah.
far.
The rickshaw comes bursting. No, actually, we're on the roof.
But you rode it into the courtyard somehow.
Yeah.
Drift it.
Hmm.
You know what? Just in sake of fairness, I was actually going to put you guys on the other side of the map, but that seems like a dick move. So I'm assuming that someone probably told you what, or you followed the sounds of battle. Now that I think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Also, he's a pretty
If you
big
could get us
dude.
on a rickshaw coming through here in some domain, that would be great.
God,
There's
yeah.
a set of stairs, just underneath the doorway to the courtyard. So I think there's just a loud crash of a rickshaw hitting the wall.
God, yeah.
And,
Very good.
it's the Fire Emblem style, more
Yeah.
people spilling out into the map from an interior door.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Like, Sigmund has one of the wheels over his head.
Yeah.
so you're added. That's 22. And Polly, you're there. That's 18.
Alright, let's bust this punk.
Oh, hey guys, we got your message and came as quickly as we could.
Yeah.
Ah, Grandma's dying, and then I healed him, and then he's dying again.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So do we want? I'm conscious about time. Do we want one more round of combat?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
it's
keep
got a
going.
I think one more round is good, yeah.
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 One more round? That
Yeah.
seems reasonable. All right, cool. In that case, Sigmund von Beck, it is your turn. You know that there's a rope just next to Captain Fossil, who I'll say moved a 5-foot step because she's considerate.
Is
Come
this
back, 'cause
just
she's
like a
still-
ladder here as well?
That's a staircase down from the
Oh, right.
floor. So the actual rope is here.
Sure, I guess I'm climbing up that then.
I'll let you do that as part of your movement, but it will require a climb check.
Alright. $18?
It is rain slick and it is a little bit of a struggle. I'll say it takes 10 feet of your movement instead of 5, but you are able to make it to the top.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15?
15, yes.
Yeah. 20. I think I could just kind of just move and kind of just be, haha, like standing here in front of everyone, like brandishing my things, throwing away the Starbucks, fancy Starbucks cup behind my back.
Yeah.
More of you then.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right.
I liked your friend. He was a conversationalist. The name's
Grandpa?
Barratry.
What? No, wait, he was talking? What?
I mean,
Grandpa,
he was.
Hey? Well, huh?
No, he's dying.
Oh.
Glanvar is full on like Yamcha style, you know, the one picture from Dragon Ball.
Oh. Shit, buddy.
No.
You're having a really bad couple of days. Wait, a day?
This has literally just been this morning.
God.
It's like,
been
2 hours since Glanvar drowned.
God.
No, and even before that was the whole Petrol showing up and then the fight in.
True.
No,
Petros wasn't fighting him. He was
Usually
socializing.
very agile.
Mm.
He would usually retort with some sort of sarcastic quip, but he's unconscious.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Glanvar
he's actually
drools.
dying.
Do we have to make any kind of weird roll because of these lantern-faced eye-beam people?
That's a good question. I think they have to do it as an action.
And wouldn't they go on what turn?
It says a
Face.
creature looking at a Blindheim with its eye beams on has to make that save.
Oh.
So if you think you were looking at it, then yes.
No, I think I was just focused on this guy's in front of me because this guy's below there, right?
Yes.
Who are your frog friends, by the way? He says to Dave.
No, those are with me.
Oh.
Perks of the role.
What
And
role
he
is that?
he sort of claps his hands twice,
Oh, man.
and all 3 of the frog people that you can see all clap their hands, mirroring him.
Oh.
Man. Perk of the roll is a good line.
Thank
What
you.
kind of twisted fiend has slaves to their will following them around?
You're with a necromancer, my friend.
I was being, to be fair.
How are we gonna fit all these skeletons?
Oh, I see. Humor. And
Yes.
his smile slightly grows.
Oh. Anyway, how do we do this? Yes. Clang, clang. I'm your opponent now.
I hope you last longer than the last guy.
Oh, I usually do. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's go,
Sorry,
big
I'm
boy.
just, wow. This is an episode. Right, I'm just making a poly on some skeletons. Please feel free to, attack and whatnot.
Okay, is it my turn then?
I think is it not still Sigmund's? Or, sorry, was that double move?
I have to double move to get there, yeah.
Right, I see. Give me a moment, just making sure that Mon can drive all these skeletons. Yes, this does seem to be your turn, Polly.
Okay, cool beans. In that case, first of all, I am going to send Gilhelm up. So the staircase is double move, right?
It's roll a climb check.
Right.
That's
you
staircase
succeed
going
at that.
down. It's not going up.
Yes, it's a rope where you're
Oh, right, I see. Okay, I'm just going to open up the Gilhelm sheet then. Gilhelm. Here we go. Okay. And it's a climb, you say? That's plus
Yes.
0 because he's got no fucking dex. Is climb dex or strength?
Strength.
Oh, in that case, he has got a plus 3.
Even though one of his arms is a bear trap and the other one is a scorpion stinger.
Yeah,
It's kind of a buff arm, though.
yeah, very.
Maybe it's all through his legs.
Ooh, nice.
Up he goes, scampering.
So what if it's just that the bear trap catches in the stonework and he just flings himself
yeah,
up? Doesn't even use the
absolutely.
rope.
And he's going to do that as one movement, and then as a second movement, he is going to drag Glanvar back to sort of get him out of combat range.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Is he using his bear trap to do that as well?
No.
The most safe of all of God's objects, a bear trap.
Yeah.
I'll
God
say
had nothing to do with that.
I'll say yes, but yeah, it's Orcus. That's a good point. I'll say yes, but that's pretty much all of Gilham's movement.
All right, yeah, that's good. That's
You
the only
move him
thing
back
I
to
was planning to do with him anyway.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Just for a note, the rope is here, just
right.
north of Keith.
Oh, right, I see. In that,
Can you see their names, by the way? I
yeah,
gave them all names.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
I
Okay.
can't.
I
I
can't.
can't.
Oh, maybe it's only if people can drive them that they can see their names.
Yeah,
For the
that is
record,
the thing.
from north to south, they're called Keith, Mackenzie, and Hambles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that
Well, I can
case,
see the street. That's easy.
I am going to send the skeletons up as well. I'm just
Roll
gonna
climb
see,
checks for
yeah.
the skeletons.
So skeleton. Climb. Do they have? No, they don't have climb. So strength. So that's +2. All right. So Keith. 19. Hambles. Come on, roll 20. You can do it. 13, and Mackenzie. Come on. Also 13.
So Hambles and Mackenzie, it takes their entire movement to make their way up there.
Okay.
So they're pretty much just at the top of the rope.
Okay.
Keith does have the remainder of his movement,
Okay.
but the rope does take double movement to traverse.
Indeed. Okay, so that's 10, 5. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move him there. Then. And then as Apollyon, I am going to look up and see, this big guy and these weird frog creatures, and Apollyon is going to say, alright, I've been waiting to use this one. Hey, you there! I'm going to shout that at Barratry.
The eponymous necromancer.
No, he's the Apollyon Necromancer.
Yeah,
Ha,
that's right.
humor.
Indeed. If you're such a fan of humor, how about this one? And I am going to cast a spell. So basically what happens is Apollyon sort of opens his hand and inhales and blows sort of a wisp of pale, sort of almost glowy white smoke that coalesces.
Oh, he's vaping. Fuck.
That coalesces into sort of translucent scissors, and he with one hand opens the scissors and throws them through the air, and sort of behind Barratry, as they fly through the air, they sort of make a large cut in the air with sort of a and out of this cut comes sort of spilling pale white smoke, and there's a sound of sort of a deep breath, sort of. And I'm going to roll 1d3 as I'm casting Summon Lesser Psychopomp.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
When I
You're gonna
summon
have to-
things, they just appear with a little twinkle noise.
But Apollyon's much more dramatic than that.
He is.
What do you think a psychopomp is?
I actually know exactly what those are. So it's 2 of them, and I am summoning 2 Esserbox.
Good.
Yes. So what these guys are is this
What
stout
the fuck are they?
This stout, hunched predator has a ruff of dirty feathers and a crocodilian skull for a head. Now, I have drawn these in like a sketch version.
Isn't that the like the thing that eats your heart? in
Yeah,
Egyptian
it's basically
mythology?
that, yeah. So
Oh.
basically
Like
what
a-
these
like
like
things...
a Sobek type thing? Or?
They're
No,
weird
that's...
birds with crocodile skulls.
Yeah, so what... I think the Pathfinder art for it is quite ugly, to be honest.
Fair.
But
No. Not the Pathfinder.
Not the
You know what? I'm
Pathfinder.
not going to shout on other people's artists' work. That's shitty. If you have a sketch token for it, feel free to pop it in the chat.
I
and I'll
don't
get it
have a...
uploaded.
I have a drawing that I made of one.
I mean, I can either save the Pathfinder art, or we can use the token of it. What would you rather?
We'll use the token of it. This is vaguely square, so you can probably use that. So that
Ooh, I
is
quite like this one that I found on Twitter, which I'm definitely not going to use because, it's someone else's art and I don't want to use it uncredited. But I am going to link it in the chat because I think it's really
I do
neat.
want to see it.
I like it a lot. Oh, it's only got 2 notes. Okay, that's getting a reblog.
Show me that.
Sorry, I was copying a link to it and screenshotting it.
All right.
There we go.
That's cool. I like that.
I like
Oh,
that.
huh.
I like Mons as well, though.
Yeah,
That's
Mons
very
Mons is very nice. I happen to like
Oh
that one.
yeah,
just
this
because
is
it's kinda
this
cute.
is a Nozoi. That's a different kind of.
Oh, is that a
psychophomp.
different kind of
Yeah,
boy?
which I can also summon with that spell, by the way.
Right, that's where I was getting confused. As
Yeah,
to those.
yeah.
Okay, good to know. So you
so
get
yeah,
2 of those.
Yeah, I get 2 of those. They are
I like them.
medium-sized outsiders.
Boys.
Yes.
And they're summoned. Well, I'll give you control of them when they're done uploading.
Yeah, I have 50-foot range on that spell, so I am definitely going to summon them sort of on the other side of Barratry.
It's getting very crowded on this side.
Uploading is taking a very long time.
Yeah,
for some
roll
reason, so
20 is
sorry
being a
about
bit
that. I think it's struggling a little this evening.
Yeah.
Which, Saturday night, I kind of understand that.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Day night during lockdown. What else are you gonna do?
Alright,
Indeed, of course.
of course.
So, what are you doing with your psychopomps? Good name.
Yeah. I am going to have them charge him because they have an ability called Pounce, which means that they can charge and full attack.
Oh, very nice.
Doesn't charge require a minimum distance?
10 feet.
Good question. Yeah, I mean, I can summon them.
If that's something that you can account into with the summoning of the spell.
Oh yeah,
then,
for
by all
sure,
means.
easily.
Does it have to be a space that you can see?
Um,
I think so.
Extremely large
Wow.
boy.
oof,
Oh god.
it's
Big
very
boy,
Yeah,
big
I've-
boy.
I've definitely summoned things without being able to see the exact area I'm summoning them in. Just it
Okay.
being nearby.
I just wanted to. If the spell specifies that, then that's something that we gotta adhere to. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
think it does.
can also summon them. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
You could
summon.
probably kind of see up there, actually.
I'm going to.
Summon them on top of the void.
Yeah, I'm going to summon one of them. If I have control of them, that is.
Yeah, I'm working out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Take your time.
Pardon me.
Good boy, too. I'm going to summon one here, and the other.
These are some really nice dogs.
Yeah. they
I
are.
There
can't
we
see
go.
them unfortunately when they're that size. They're so the colours on my computer are pretty fucked up.
Ah, right.
So that
Honestly,
I just
the
can't-
line art because it's
It's
been
just-
scaled down and
yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
faint.
Just gonna make a note that if you summon them there, they are off the edge of the roof. They're like 10 feet down.
Oh, right. I see.
So it's essentially that this structure is the roof itself.
Okay.
Then we've got the cliff. Then we've got the cranes, which are suspending boats.
Ah, right. I
and
see.
that's kind of the cliff. here,
Okay,
you
yeah,
see.
then I'm summoning the 2 of them here, and I'm having both of them pounce Barratry from the back.
This is much better than summoning Rhino on top of them.
Yeah. Okay. So first one is slash roll d20 plus 6. So that is the first one's bite. 20.
I believe that hits. Yep. He's a big boy. His AC is
Okay.
pretty low.
Okay, so that's slash roll 1d6 plus 2. So that is 4 damage, but it also has a grab. How does that work? Is that it uses...
Roll 1d20 plus combat maneuver bonus.
All right. If it is included in the attack...
Then you can do it for free. That's how I've been having
right.
Barratry throw people around.
Okay, sounds good. Slash roll 1d20.
Hang on. One of his special attacks is drain blood. What the fuck is that? Barratry, why can you eat people's blood?
I said it, man.
Said he wasn't
Bloodborne.
human.
Yeah, but what the shit? That does kind of make sense with him being a massive leech, actually.
Oh
Where's that
god,
leech?
he's a leach. Christ.
Well, I mean, he's not,
Crikey.
but you kind of drew him as one, so it does kind of match
true.
the
A
aesthetic.
leech with ears. Ugh. Okay, anyway, comp maneuver bonus is +6. Okay.
Yep.
That is 21.
21 does beat his combat maneuver bonus.
Nice.
Combat maneuver defense.
In that case, sort of the Esserbox sort of jumps out of this tear in,
Nice.
tear in the space, and it just jams its crocodilian maw over his head, and
Oh,
so-
from behind as well. Oh,
yeah.
Oof,
And
big whammy.
he is now grappled by the thing. And actually, because it is a full round action, it is also going to make its 2 claw attacks. So that is going to be first claw. Come on. 20.
Very nice.
So that hits. So that is,
Hits, yes.
So that is 5 damage. The second
Okay.
claw is a crit.
Nice! Come up, Polly!
So that is
Polly's children.
okay. So I just need to
baby ones.
check because the dice itself is doubled. So that is 6 + 2. So that is 8 damage for that one. So this is a
Nice.
total of 4 from the bite plus.
Yes, I've
5
already counted up, I think.
Right, okay. So that is the first Esserbok.
Oh,
Now the
Jesus.
second one. So first of all, the bite,
Oh, it's like a pump so much cooler than monsters.
23.
Hit.
To be fair, this is a 5th level spell.
Ah, right. I didn't have those yet. So
Summon weird dog.
So
Oh,
that
dog.
one.
I can do that though. Precious. I've not busted her out for a while.
Okay, so that is 23. That hits. The damage is as follows. Come on.
Some numbers.
Doop, doop, doop.
Numbers. Come on, roll 20. It's the only thing you're good for.
Do
Make
your
the
numbers,
happy.
roll 20. 7
Seven.
damage.
That's a
Uh,
number.
Let's see if the grab hits. Nope.
He looks bloodied.
And then comes the first claw. It's a 13, doesn't hit. And the second claw.
Doesn't hit, yeah.
Come on.
Come on, roll 20.
Come on then.
It's really chugging, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
It's having a moment.
Oh yeah, God.
Just imagine the
Chug,
noise
chug,
of the
chug,
server
chug,
room.
chug.
Do you want me to
whatever it
just
is.
roll this with my physical dice to speed
I
things
mean, you
up?
can, yeah.
Okay.
Save some time.
So this is one.
I like the frog person art. That was good.
Here we go.
No, it's
Pay attention
thingy.
to the stream.
That hit.
Yes. Okay. What is the? No, claws probably don't have a special crit range.
I assume it's 20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then the damage on the claw is. Come on.
Oh, Jesus. Roll 20, come on.
Come on. Come on. Come
Oi.
on.
You can have.
Wait. 3.
Just all make vaguely constipated noises until something happens.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh.
this guy is just being savaged by these creatures.
He's being savaged by 2 weird dogs.
2 weird crocodile dogs, and one of them is just like biting his head.
Is that Apollyon's turn?
That is Apollion's. Actually, yeah, that is Apollion's turn.
And in the
Good.
background, a man dies. Glanval, what are you up to?
Dying.
I'm still unconscious.
Are you getting busy living or getting busy dying?
Roll the number and find out.
That's basically what's happening right now.
Yeah, literally roll the d20.
The problem is, this is a whole new set of fucking d20s now, because I've already been awake once.
I know. I'm sorry. I ruined everything.
Oh god.
I was
Well,
just
I
trying
mean,
to be
that's a
helpful.
save at least.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's 1 notch. Out of 3. Dave, it's your turn.
Ah, This is Dave.
One bites the dust.
I think,
It's okay,
oddly
Dave,
enough,
the cavalry's here.
Barratry
I
does
mean-
not have much to say at the moment, but is kind of trying to lunge back at the dog things, both of which are like biting and snapping at him. So yeah.
Dave's gonna look at Glambar and then look at Barratry and then look at Glambar and then look at Barratry. And because it's not fucking off and he gets to cast a spell, he's gonna cast Thundering Drums again. I think that won't catch the 15-foot cone, so I think
Yeah, I'd say that don't catch Sigmund.
Sigmund's just about out of it.
Yeah, I think you
Uh,
cast
his
it from
ears-
like
his
space
ears
in
about the
front
good
of you.
boys.
Yeah, what about my good boys?
That's a
Okay,
good point.
boys. You killed my bats once. This is payback.
Wow.
I think
I
you could
think
catch-
that wouldn't hit. Just as a note,
Yeah.
I don't think that'd reach.
I think you could just you could.
Because I
Yeah,
think
'cause
we're.
yeah, I
I
don't think
think
it would.
Pathfinder
No, it
cones
wouldn't.
should be like
Excellent.
that,
15-foot
or
cone.
that's a
they're-
10-foot one. So yeah, it wouldn't, would it?
They're 20 feet away, so they're fine.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Perfect.
There you go.
I know the flavour was there.
So everyone's literally where they want to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, Glambar is.
I'm not.
No, you're fine.
Hmm.
Walk it off.
Walk it
I'm
off.
using up the
Wow.
last of my 3rd level spells.
Incredible.
A lot better this time, Dave. That's a lot better. Thank you, Dave. He needs to make that fort save again.
Oh, he does.
Fort
What
save.
is your fort, Barratry? Tell me. Where the fuck is the fort? I hate the stat block.
You did it before.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I remember anything. Oh my god. 20.
Oh. Okay, he takes half of that and it's not prone. Ah, I should have screamed at him.
Shit.
There goes my 3rd level spells. Oh, I'll also, because I've not moved, will change the body performance to be the regular Inspire Courage, so everyone gets the +2s. My
Nice.
extra 8 temporary hit points disappear. But, you know, that's how it be sometimes.
This guy isn't undead, is he?
You have no way of knowing that.
Just
I
mass
do
shredding.
actually, because
Yes.
the Esserbox have Detect Undead as a constant ability.
They are. He is not undead.
Okay.
It's just horrible.
He's just horrible. In the background, I think camera flicks on Dave, and then the focus changes, and it's Fossil in the background who has reloaded her gun as a move action and is going to
She
shoot
gets
at him
+2s now.
with a gun.
Everyone
Is
gets
that who you
+2s.
buffed?
Oh, look,
Oh,
this is just Inspire Courage. This is the usual. Everyone gets +2s
Right.
to
I
attack
see.
and damage. And I think to
Um,
like rolls against fear effects, but we've never used that.
Okay, so she
If she can
opens
hear me
fire.
singing.
She can hear you singing.
Anyone
Well,
gets
she is missing one ear, but
Yeah.
Pardon?
You're dying. You can't hear anything. Shut up.
True.
Wow.
Aw.
Mean.
I'm
Rude.
sorry.
Yeah, so that's 10 points of damage, and basically it's just like a boosh, and a chunk of the overcoat with kind of writhing black flesh underneath is just kind of torn away. And Fossil gives like a woo in the background, like a whoop.
God.
What's the status of the void circle, the sphere of annihilation?
The void circle is not currently growing.
Okay, I guess because he's busy. It's a relief.
Um,
God.
Also, because he's standing on the area that would be compromised if it was to get
it's
bigger.
it's potentially that.
Is he just
Um,
fucking leeches underneath that coat? This guy is a penny dreadful.
I don't know what he is under there, and I don't want to find out. Right.
Do you get sea leeches? The leeches things you get in the sea. You get lampreys, I guess. But
It's a little bit Resident Evil 0.
Oh yeah.
That had a lot of leech people in it. And it was a
Wow.
good game.
Huh.
I'll tell you what, I've never played Resident Evil. Too much of a wuss for horror games.
How do we
Yes.
break a grapple in this?
Oh god, who even knows?
It's
I-
usually some kind of contested strength check of some kind.
Yeah, I believe it is a contestant
That
combat
would make
maneuver
far
thing.
too much
Okay,
sense.
as I can't be bothered with that, can Good Boy 1 and Good Boy 2 both, what's their combat maneuver defense?
The combat maneuver defense is combat maneuver defense. Where is that listed? It's 19.
Okay. So then he beats it on both counts as his bonus alone is 21. Well, I'll roll it anyway.
God.
Yeah. So he throws them both back 5 feet as he grows a size category larger for 1 turn.
Christ. Oh
Okay.
dear.
He just kind
can he
of
still fit on the roof?
just about.
It's stage 2 of the boss fight, guys.
He just kind of
No.
flexes, and the greatcoat sort of shatters beneath him, and he is now this huge, just like writhing black mass, Studio Ghibli style.
Ah,
This isn't even his final form.
God.
Unbelievable. What
And,
the fuck? Dagon is so fucked up.
Yeah, pretty
know.
much. That's a full round action though. But
Apollyon,
yeah,
Apollyon shouts,
just
I
did
know,
that, too."
right? Never again.
he just what?
You're raucous.
Look, it's complicated.
Sometimes, you know, when you're young, you flit around a couple of different cult identities before
Yeah.
you settle.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I basically think he just throws off Good Boy 1 and Good Boy 2.
Alright.
They have names.
And,
Do you name them
yeah.
like Dave does?
I
I've
will.
named them Good Boy 1 and Good Boy 2, but
Dave's
I'm
gonna
sure
give them
Apollyon
names
has names for them.
otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the names once I have some stock names that I can use for these creatures.
So, yeah, he essentially swelled in size for, and that was his round.
Okay.
Sigmund,
Yes.
one of these little horrible things is going to try and climb, which is a good start.
Okay.
Oh,
They're
let's make
trying
it
to
fly.
join the fray.
Have I been warned not to look into their eye beams by the people that nearly got blinded by them? By which I
No.
mean Dave. Okay.
Explicitly not.
Alright.
I don't even know if that's what Dave knew was happening. It's been
Okay.
a busy couple of seconds for Dave.
Woof.
Hey, Danvar. I know it's been a busy life, especially a busy couple of hours.
Indeed.
So I think this one's going to clamber up to here, and it's going to try and lunge for you from behind Sigmund.
Okay. Do I have to? Because I think that Sigmund is probably going to look that way to try and defend. Like, I don't think that we can get away from this any longer, right?
Oh, why did that one not work?
Because there's a little dot in front of
Yeah,
it.
there's a little
Ah.
bit there.
Well, that's a 4 anyway, but yes, you do need to roll a fortitude save.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't get a bonus. Sorry.
Is this a fear effect?
No. I don't think
You
so.
would- You would get a bonus. Because,
Weird eyes.
Fifth
Weird
bonus.
eyes are not a fear effect.
Is 15 alright?
It depends on how
yes,
weird the
it's
eyes
a-
are, surely.
It's a 12
Right.
DC, so yes, you are alright.
Like, what the hell's with these eyes? Probably don't look at them. What the hell?
Oh shit.
And the other one is going to clamber up.
I'm
And
assuming I'm immune to that now, because I'm having passed a save.
you're immune to it from that one.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know
That's a
that.
10 to hit.
No.
No.
Roll a fortitude save.
Do I have?
That wouldn't-
If I know,
that
if I'm
wouldn't
trying
hit if
to,
he was
if I'm
nude.
trying to like hide behind my shield, can I get?
That
some
wouldn't
weapon
even hit
advantage?
Apollyon.
Yeah, roll
That wouldn't
a
even hit Polly
fortitude
if he
save
was
plus
nude.
2. As you're kind of wise to their antics at this point.
Mm.
27,
yeah.
yeah. So you're able to shrug off the kind of brightness effect. I don't think it's actually being able to fully conceal yourself from it. I think
Yeah.
it's just sort of avoiding being dazzled.
Yeah, it's just the shield's halfway in the way, so it's not catching the full beam.
And I think, as well as that, at the end of his turn, 3 more monsters are going to join the fray.
This guy's really got a crew together.
Oh no, more bin bags!
Yep. They've only got little legs. Well, they don't straightly have legs, but still.
Legs.
And
They haven't
yeah.
got legs at all.
I didn't know
Uh,
these things could fly. My knowledge of them was that their modus operandi was like pretending to be a stalactite and then falling on top of you.
Yeah, I assume that this is kind of a flinging them at you. I thought it was
Yeah.
more interesting if they weren't just like above you, and I wasn't really sure how to do that in a rooftop fight. So,
No, I like the animated bin bag. It's good.
well, there you go.
It is very good.
And yeah, I think with Barratry kind of looming over his minions and yourselves, I think we'll call it for this week. Glanvar sort of prone,
Again.
Slightly bleeding out, but it's fine. Yeah, cool fight, huh?
Yeah, sounds good. This is great. I love Barretry's
great.
sort of style and design. It's all very good.
Hmm.
And
I was just like, what if
Yeah,
I just
this is
put in a
really
big,
great.
horrible man?
oh no,
Yeah,
poor
I mean-
Glanvar.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've had a really good couple of sessions, Napoleon. Like everything's going brilliantly, swimmingly.
It's I don't know how it could have gone better.
Yeah,
Honestly.
honestly.
World Tour Part 1. Glanvar's terrible, no good day.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
exactly.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Right, I think we'll call it for this session then.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Good game, everyone. Thank you for watching PATHCO, and we'll see you next week, perhaps.
Indeed. I am going to
Indeed,
end
don't
this.
forget your rubber ducks, everyone.
Yes, don't forget
Yes,
your
yes.
rubber
I
ducks.
still don't know what that is.
So,
Oh,
I think.
Mhm.
oh,
Anyway,
Yes.
man, those bird things were really cool. I kind of want more of those.
Bird.
I like
bird
it.
things. What bird?
You know the
those-
psychopomp birds?
Oh,
Those were
yeah.
cute.
no,
I mean, yeah. When I use the spell next time, I might summon them. Might just do that.
They're a little goth, but I kind of like. Apparently, Eberron
You
ones
are a
have
little
funky
goth.
gas masks. I am explicitly not little, but aside from that, yes.
Mini golf is in.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
I didn't
Bye.
realize we were still
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, we
Bye.
were still.
No,
Bye.
yeah.